Hey guys, what's up? Decided I'd try this live stream thing again and see what's going on here. We'll turn on the things. Alright, there we go. Big fat ass fingers. Couldn't get it going. Alright, let's keep this going. Let some people jump in. See if we get some people. Oh, looks like we got one person jumping on up in here. Yeah, I wanted to try this live stream thing again for a little while. Wasn't I don't think Saturday night, like 10:30, and might not be a great time to do live stream because probably a lot of people are out there getting their work on. So if you're in there, feel free to chat, say something, whatever works for you guys. I didn't come on here with any specific subjects, so like I said, I'd rather my live chats be everybody just coming on here, chatting with each other, chatting with me. I'm not looking to do any lives. If you have questions, you're more than welcome to ask me questions about stuff, but for the most part, I'm not going to come on here with some preset agenda thing to discuss. We'll just let the lives go as they go. You guys get plenty of that other stuff with other people's channels, with people jumping on and stuff, bringing on their information and stuff of that nature. So if I don't get really nobody jumping in on here, no big deal. We'll just turn it off and then we'll do another one later. Like I said, not gonna trip or anything. Oh shit! What's up, Beacon of Lightning? How you doing, man? Thanks for showing up. Wasn't sure if this was gonna be a good time. Like I said, I think most people 10:30 at night are getting their money on. So wasn't sure, but I want to give it another try again. And like I said, I have no real agenda to bring to the table with these. So I'd rather just everybody just chat, have a good time, get along, talk and shit. If a subject comes up, it comes up. If not, we can all just chat. We'll leave all that other drama for all the other channels. Let them duke it out between themselves. Because that shit gets old, really old. But yeah, man, that live chat last night, man, dude, that shit wore me out, bro. That was 2 hours, man. A practice run turned into 2 hours, but it was awesome. It was awesome, and I have you to thank for that, man. That was awesome. And so definitely was tired. I don't think I went to bed till 10 o'clock in the morning. It was crazy. Oh, okay, sweet, man. Look, you got the hookup. Let me get those motherfuckers on here. Let me get them on here. Sweet. Yeah, I was surprised Rick did beach too, man. Rick seems to be I don't know, man. He must have that notification button attached to his bunghole or something. It just blasts him every time because, man, I see that man. That man jumps on everything quick. He has some kind of special, pre-knowledge of what everybody's gonna do. Maybe he works for YouTube or some shit that we don't know about. Oh, he knows that shit. So what are you doing tonight? You just out chilling or what? Yeah, I'm out here doing this delivery. Well, actually, I'm not doing delivery right now. I kind of just feel like taking the night off. I'm still out here like I was trying to do it, but just don't have the energy tonight to seem to do it. Oh, sweet. You're working? Sweet. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I went to a friend's birthday party and ate, had dinner and shit. And it's just come out here. You know how you get burnt out, man. Oh, what's up, man? What's up, Donnie? How you doing, man? Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's one of those things, man. It just, you feel burnt out, you know, doing it, you know, day in and day out. So, you don't know what, man? Yeah, right now I'm sitting in a big ass Kmart parking lot. You need my address? Yeah, what I'll do is I'll put my my email in the description for you after the end of the video, and I'll email, and just email me, and I'll throw my address in the email. I don't want to give it out, you know. You never know who's gonna stalk me and shit up in these rooms. That's a joke. I don't want to get any of that fucking hate mail, because you know how I am with these people. They don't, some just don't like me, so they'd be sending me that hate mail, fucking some anthrax in the mail or some shit. You never know. But yeah, I'll throw my address. I'll put my or it's in the video from last night. I put my email, so if you want to hit me up, send me an email. I'll send you my address and all that good stuff. Information, phone number. That way, you know, we can text back and forth or whatever, and you know, shit like that. Oh yeah, I still have mine actually. Where's that piece of shit? Use it for a fucking doorstop. But this is the fucking original though. This was the original right here. That motherfucker is what, 3 years old, about ready to explode and shit, because it's so old and shit. But yeah, I still got that motherfucker. I don't want a really bad record. I'd drive by and throw it through this fucking hub window. But but yeah, I still got that thing. Yeah, Lyft for places I'm here. If you go into the hub, they just give you a new one. Hope the Popo's not watching. Yeah, they ain't fucking watching me. And shit, I would have probably been arrested for a long time ago if they were watching me. But nah, they're cool. I'm just joking. Lyft ain't worth, you know, going to jail for. That's for sure. Even though I did go to jail for technically doing my job when I helped that, you know, stop that accident with that customer in my car. Yeah, I actually did go to jail for that, you know, which was interesting. But it was only a 12-hour stint before they let me out. Just OR'd me for that, you know, shit that happened with the customer, you know, or the other driver, I should say, that, you know, put the criminal charge against me for hitting his car. So, but hey, shit, that's life. Yeah, wasn't sure if it would be a good time, because like I said, I'm sure a lot of people are out there working. So, and I was I was just sitting here hella bored and shit. And so, oh, now we got 3 people up in here. Excellent. But like I said, I really appreciate all you guys stepping up and showing up. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm on the live stream thing. I'm just trying to. Oh shit! Look, there it is. There he is, the man. AB6 in the house. AB6. What's up, Dark Road Run? How you doing, man? Thanks for showing up, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, Joe. That's his name, Joe. Like I said, I get everybody's names kind of mixed up. Noah, Joe, and all that shit kind of get mixed up. Yeah, AB6 for reals, man. I swear to God, Joe, that was the funniest shit I ever seen. When you did that dark car shower, you won. Oh my God, dude! And then you said it should be AB10 because it's twice as good. Oh man, I swear to God, I was gonna piss my pants laughing so hard when I saw that shit. That shit was fucking hilarious, bro. AB10 because it's twice as good. That shit was priceless. That was priceless. But so you almost close to that 1200 yet to get that dinosaur suit? That ought to be pretty good. Oh shit, get a crackhead, walking by. Still gonna get paid. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, I turned on your live stream after I did mine last night, and I'm like, where's he at? Where's he at? And I assumed that was you under the green blanket, sleeping on the couch. That's what I thought, so it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it was funny. I turned it on, and all I saw was a green blanket in the background, so I kind of thought, that was it. But that was him. That must be him on the couch sleeping. But that was crazy. It was neat. What, did you forget to turn it off, or you just left it running on purpose, or what was the? You know, it would be for people catch you farting in your sleep and stuff when you do stuff like that. You know, leave that shit in the background. You might catch a ghost up in your crib. Took a nap, sweet. Yeah, I know. I didn't get to bed till what? Fuck, 10 in the morning. Send who some food? DoorDash me? Hell to the no. I'm not at home. And hey, No Boss Lifestyle, what's up, man? Good evening. Yeah, you don't need to send me no food, man. I'm already bloated as fuck. I went to a friend's birthday party, and that's kind of like I ate some hella cake, and no shit. Like, are you talking about Dark Road Runner? Somebody robbing his house while he's sleeping on the couch? That would be, or like I said, a fucking ghost or some shit. That'd be fucking gnarly, wouldn't it? But yeah, that's but yeah, I'm bloated as fuck right now. Ate some cake and shit. I love cake. Cake's one of my favorites. So what's up, No Boss Life, man? You out there getting money? We're just chilling at home. What's up? I watched your video on background checks. Yeah, you're you know, anybody that thinks background checks would really help for customers. Yeah, it's that delusions of grandeur I was talking about. So yeah, some people are just, you know, they say some of the dumbest shit, like makes no sense. So to finish up the shift, good. Did you have a good night? Yeah, you're you know, that shit's funny. Oh shit, monsoon storm. Yeah, you know what, that's crazy that you say that, because normally in Vegas in summertime, like July and August, we usually get that shit bad. Like, you know, you get those 30-minute fucking dumps of water that just fucking terrorize this place, because it sucks when it comes to drainage. But you know what, we didn't get hardly dick for rain at all this summer, which is weird. And you probably get them just as bad as we do, because you're kind of the same climate and, you know, same type shit that we do here. So I can imagine. Plus you get those fucking what they call it, haboobs and all that crazy shit down there too. So is that good for your money when it comes like storms like that? Do you get good money on those? Because I know when it rains here, man, those are like super profitable nights. You get a lot of drivers that don't even fucking come out. They're scared to drive in it, and you know, so you make pretty good money when it rains here. That's for sure. Yeah, that's true. A lot of drivers, they don't want to drive in that shit. So yeah, we make good money when it rains, or I made good money when it rained out here. Plus on the strip, you know, down there, motherfuckers, they get touched with a little bit of water, they start losing their shit and start running around calling rides, and they don't want to even try to walk in the rain and shit. So those are definitely good money nights when it rained. But out here, it's hella dangerous driving in the rain. It's not because you have to worry about the water. It's the fucking other drivers, man. they're asinine retarded when it rains here. I never seen people, and you know, and like I said, I'm not one to bash other states and shit, but I never seen like people, you know, and it's California people again. When it's perfectly dry out here, beautiful weather, for some reason they drive 20 miles an hour under the speed limit. But the minute it rains out here, fuck, it's like NASCAR with those guys. They think they're driving fucking NASCAR, and I don't understand it. Their mindset when they drive, and it's crazy. And I can pretty much say it's California people. But yeah, I don't get that mindset. I don't know if they get mesmerized by the motherfucking lights or what it is, what it is with those guys. But yeah, their driving habits are fucking crazy. But I am gonna say this: I don't know if anybody's from Texas, but Texas drivers, from what I've seen for the 3 years I was driving Lyft on the Strip and all that shit, Texas has got the worst drivers, in my opinion, to be honest with you. I don't know if anybody's from Texas. Like I said, it's no personal jabs at you. It's just a consensus that fucking Texas got the freaky drivers. All right, is anybody else saying anything? Because nothing's like popping up. The only thing I see is No Boss Life. It says, yep, something moonshine from Donnie. Oh, there we go. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, they act like it never rains and shit. Like, or it's their first time ever driving in it. It's like, I don't know what, you know, like when it snowed here, like last year when it snowed. Holy shit, bro. You were think the shit was like 10 feet deep. I'm like, people were losing their shit, freaking out, pulling over on the side of the road. Some people were going like 155 miles an hour and shit. I'm like, what are you fucking people doing? Like, or they thought it was a blizzard. I'm like, the shit ain't even sticking on the ground. People are like tripping like it's a blizzard or some shit. Try to blind your passengers. No shit, right? Can't see, bitches. Well, that's good, because if they can't see, then they can't complain. So, you know what would be, I think would be kind of pretty cool, would be throw some fucking like virtual headsets in your car and put those on. So when you drive it, it'd be like a fucking roller coaster. I think that'd be fucking hilarious. I think you'd get some pretty good reviews and pretty good tips off of something like that. Just have those virtual headsets on there with like a roller coaster. So as you're driving around, whoa, whoa, they'd be all like a roller coaster. I think that'd be a slick ass idea. They'd probably like lose their shit. So, it'd be pretty fucking funny, I think. Who do you use to deliver flooring for? Like Lowe's, Home Depot, a particular company? That's maybe something Dark Road Runner can do, because I know he does like the gaming and stuff in his car. Maybe he could do something like that. Tell us how it works out. Put some virtual headsets in the car, and you know, get like a roller coaster type fucking thing on there and see how people react. Your brother's business, sweet. Yeah, it's good to always have a family member with business, man. That helps out, definitely. It's always good. But you know, some people like they just don't get along with other family members, like to be able to do shit like that. Like I know me and my brothers, we all, you know, had our issues and shit. Like, damn, for 20 years on and off, sweet. Did you install it too, or did you just drop it off and other people install it? I'm getting too old to do some of that shit though. Man. Just delivered it, sweet. Let's see, had a customer tonight and who wanted to drive your car. You know, I actually let a customer do that one time. I ain't gonna lie. It was one of those, because like I said, I was really lenient with the rules in my car and stuff like that. And they were almost like one of those backseat drivers and shit. So I told them straight up, I said, fuck, if you want to drive, feel free to drive. I shouldn't really say some of this stuff because, you know, I'm one of those advocates to always follow the rules. But, you know, every once in a while I did something, you know, off the ordinary just to try it, you know. And so I let him drive. I'm like, fuck, you want to drive? You know, I'll be more than happy to make money. And I'll sit in the back and I'll treat you like you treat us drivers and see how you like it. Then you know what it's like to, you know, have to deal with it every day with, you know, the shit that customers say and, you know, the shit people say. Just give them an idea what was up. It wasn't like a far drive or something. It was like 6-7 minute drive, but it was pretty interesting. Tell me the worst rideshare story. Tell me the worst rideshare story I had, as far as like where I was afraid or something of that. The worst one I had. Hey, what's up, Gio? What's up, man? How you doing, bro? The worst one I really couldn't say I had anything really worse. Like I said, I was real lenient. The only time that I would kick you out of my car is when you start talking shit to me, or, you know, talking shit about me, like my appearance, or you did shit with that. The one I had the worst was, hey, Alan, what's up? The worst one I had, it wasn't worse as far as I had to kick the customer out of the car, but it made me very angry, was I picked up these three gay guys. And like I told you guys before, I have nothing against gay people, and my brother was gay. So this is what set me off so bad about this ride was, I picked up these three gay guys. 2 were in the back, 1 was in the front seat. You know, and I'm having a really good conversation with the guy in the front seat. And the guy that was sitting directly behind me, he said, yeah, this guy up here is probably like these fucking faggots this, faggots that. And instantly that fucking set me off right there on the spot. And I pulled the car over and I asked him, you know, what the fuck did you just say? And he's like, well, you're probably up there thinking these faggots and this. And I said, you know, what the fuck makes you think some shit like that? And he goes, well, I don't know. I said, well, why the fuck you say it? You know, I said, just because I look the way I look, because, yeah, I do look pretty fucking rough, you know, when you look at me in person, my size and my look. But I told him straight up, I said, don't ever fucking assume somebody by the way they look. The other 2 customers were like shocked, but they were like staring at me and shit. And I told him straight up, I said, if I hear one more word out of your fucking mouth from a guy behind me, I'm kicking all of you out of the car. And I told him, you know, the only thing that was saving him and his friends were that the other 2 friends were cool. You know, they were having good conversations. And then he said that stupid shit. So I told him, don't ever fucking, don't ever assume some shit like that. And I said, if I hear another word out of your fucking mouth, I was going to boot you out of the car. And he started to say, I'm sorry. And so then I told him again, I said, I don't want to hear a fucking word out of your mouth, or I'm kicking you all out of the car. And so I got them to their destination. The friends, you know, they were like, hey, dude, we're sorry that he said that to you. I said, you know, it's no big deal, but, you know, maybe you need to teach this fucking guy some fucking manners and respect, you know, about how he treats people, or reading books like a cover. And no shit, I got my I got a $15 tip from him. And then the next I think it's Friday, we used to get those feedbacks all the time, and he actually wrote a paragraph apologizing for what he had said, and that, you know, he was sorry and all that shit. But I would think that was probably the one that would be, out of the 12,000 rides I did, that one set me off the worst, because I had just lost my brother. So I had just lost my brother, I think like a year or 2 years prior to that ride. So it was pretty upsetting. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You never assume somebody. Like I've had, you know, people, and there's another story. Like I said, some of these stories are, I had a black family that got in my car. You know, the wife and the 2, like, they were kind of grown up kids, probably well in their 17 years old. And the dad got in the car, and immediately he said, oh, fuck, you must be a Trump supporter. And I said, why do you say, you know, that you think I'm a Trump supporter? He said, well, I'm just going by the way you look. You give me the impression you're a Trump supporter. And I had picked him up from Golden Corral. And so I you know, and you guys tell me the way I talk. I'm blunt. I don't fucking hold back. And so I told the dude straight up. I said, so is it safe for me to assume that you only ate chicken and watermelon at Golden Corral? And the family in the back just started laughing their ass off, because they thought it was funny that I had said that to him. And so that's what I said. I said, am I supposed to assume because you're black you only ate chicken and watermelon? And from that point on, his whole demeanor totally fucking changed. You know, we had a great ride. That was almost a 20-minute ride, and we had a great ride after that. So yeah, assuming people is just stupid shit. That's why I never assumed anything when people got in my car. Would undue Would I ever do rideshare again? Yeah, I would definitely do it again, man. You know what? That's the one thing I miss the most about the rideshare. It's not the money. It's the getting to meet the different personalities and different people from everywhere. Because like I said, Vegas, Geo probably deals with that a lot. I'm sure Dark Road Run, you get a lot of tourists. So you get to meet people from everywhere. I think the only one I probably never met was from fucking Antarctica. And so I was hoping the day a fucking penguin jumped in my car, I could say, hey, I had Antarctica in my car. But other than that, it's crazy. Why don't you do Uber? Uber never allowed me to drive. And yeah, I saw that beacon about your brother, man. Sorry to hear about that. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, my brother, what happened was when he was young, in his 20s, he was in a relationship with another guy because, like I said, he's gay. And the guy cheated on him and passed him HIV. So my brother battled that for almost 20 years, and then he ended up catching colon cancer. And with the treatments from the cancer and the HIV, he wasn't able to, he was able to combat it for the most part up until, the chemotherapy and stuff for the cancer pretty much destroyed, anything, the HIV just kind of took over after that. That's what happened with my brother. And thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. People always judge me by my looks. Like that's how it's always been. That's my whole life because, like I said, I kind of have that Aryan Brotherhood look to me when my hair's cut really short, and these are the little earrings I have in. But normally, you guys have seen me before with my big giant earrings, and of course, you guys can tell I'm fully tattooed, everywhere. So that's first thing that comes out of my life. Yeah, thank you. And what was that? I didn't see everybody on edge. So many people losing their shit lately. Yeah, it doesn't say, but I am one of those people who, like, it's really hard to set me off because, like I said, I'm super laid back. What sets me off is just that one stupid ignorant thing that you want to judge somebody by something as stupid as their looks or shit like that. Like, who cares? I don't give a fuck who's president, really. And here's my this way, my politic thing. Nobody, in my opinion, understands what I need. When you go home every night and shut your door to a mansion, you can't tell me that you know what I need when you live in those situations. If you're sitting there going home every day, shutting your door to your mansion, you don't know what I need. And so that's my whole deal with politics. So no, I'm not a voter. I'll be honest with you guys. I do not vote because, like I said, these people, they don't understand what the people need. They understand what their pocketbooks need. And that's my opinion on that. We'll leave it at that. Bootleg rideshare coming. The Godfather, the Captain. Nice. No, you can't judge a book, man. That's for sure. Is the delivery platforms good? No, man. To be honest with you, Alan, they fucking suck out here, man. They really suck. I don't know if it's me. Maybe I'm just in the wrong spots. But where I'm like technically where I'm sitting now. Here, I'll show you guys. Shit, check this out. You got fucking restaurants everywhere. You got all fast food restaurants everywhere. And yeah, it fucking sucks, bro. It really does. Shit. I can, and it's weird because like one day DoorDash, I'll be getting boom, I'll get all kinds of shit. One day Postmates will be popping off, and then the other one you won't get shit. And yeah, the rates suck. You're making, especially with DoorDash, because they changed their pay model. They're pretty much stealing from you the same way they did before. So nothing new on that one. What was the average you made when I did Lyft? The average I made, like I said, I had a set thing. My average every day, I averaged to make the minimum of $150 a day when I did Lyft. So that was my goal. If I made $150 a day, whether it took me 6 hours to do it or 8 hours to do it or 4 hours to do it, once I hit my goal for the day, I quit. I didn't go any further than that because I had made my goal for the day. So I wasn't greedy. I didn't want to spend my whole life in my car. And that's no jab at anybody that drives a lot. If you like to do it, do it. Do it as long as you want. I have no problems with that. That's why I never, like I said, I don't ever dog anybody for working. That's their life. They want to do that shit, then they like it, they go for it. But me, I was more like, I wanted to keep it like a regular job, 40 hours a week, you know, have my play time and make enough money to, you know, live off of and have a good time. So yeah, that's what I did. 150 a day was my goal. Averaged, like I said, some days you did more, some days you would do 200. It just depends on your ride you got, really. But on the average, I would average take home about $1,000 a week. And like I said, I did all my own maintenance on my car, and all that shit. I was a car detailer, so I did all that shit. So I did all that myself. So I saved a lot of money doing that stuff. So pretty much gas out here is fairly cheap. You know, we're below $3 most of the time for gas. So, you know, and I would put, and that's another thing, I would limit my gas. I would put $15 a day in my tank, and I would drive till that $15 was gone, and then I would stop. So that's how I did the way I did mine, to help keep my costs low, and, you know, to make sure I was making enough to put in my pocket and keeping my costs low. That's how I did it. Yeah, and I never did Uber. I only did Lyft. Because when I first started, you know, the rates were good. You could make money just doing the one. I didn't have to do both. So I was doing good with Lyft, so I never did. And then I decided, you know what, because that's when I started watching all these videos on YouTube with, you know, everybody's channel. So I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll try Uber too. And then I signed up for Uber, got my car approved, and then they said that they wouldn't let me drive because of my background. Even though Lyft approved my background, Uber did not approve my background. So that's why I never did Uber. $2.47 a gallon. Fuck, must be nice, man. Yeah, right now we're down to what, $3.95 a gallon right now. So, and most of the time we stay around that range. I think like 3 or 4. Yeah, you need to change your name to Lightning for sure. Beacon of Lightning, and do that. So. But, you know, we also had different things here where you can make a lot of extra money too, Alan, like strip clubs. You know, you're getting paid $40 per person taking them to a strip club. So, you know, you get those 4 passengers. You know, not only did you make your money for your driving, but shit, you just pocketed $160 taking customers to strip clubs. So yeah, strip clubs out here are definitely money makers. So yeah, that was another good thing. There were so many ways to make extra money on top of your rides. So you have the marijuana dispensaries, they kicked you back money. Liquor stores, they kick you back money. Keep this to yourselves, guys, even though this is a public stream, but the massage parlors would kick you back money. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to make extra money on top of your actual rideshare money. So, you know, you might have been having one of those shitty days where you were only, okay, let's say 4 hours, you made $60, and boom, you get that 4-guy strip club run, and boom, all that money goes right in your pocket, you know. So it was kind of cool. That's what is a huge plus here. You know, when a lot of people are bitching about the rates being low, there are so many different ways to make extra money on top of just your rideshare money. Hang out on the strip, hang out at the strip clubs, sit by the strip club parking lot, grab those customers, take them to the next strip club. There were so many ways to make extra money because this town is all about kickbacks. So you can make a lot. I think the most I made in one day was $600. That was New Year's. It was a $600 day. And I did that in 9 hours. But then again, too, we were having 600% prime time and all that crazy shit, too. So that was a kick-ass day. So, Alan, where do you drive from if you're still in here? Where do you drive at? So 289. Yeah, you know, that's the one thing cool about with Arizona and Nevada. We're so close on a lot of stuff, you know. So, you know, anything, we're pretty much just like Arizona, except for the fucking time change thing. Which you guys got that down, which everybody should go that. Fucking turn your clock back, forward bullshit. Leave it the way it is. You're about to own the smartest state when it came to that. I'll give you that, no boss. 500% prime time, nice. Yeah, I think the highest prime time I had was 650%. Actually, that was one of the highest one I ever seen was 650%, and I think that was during. Well, we have these festivals here. We have the EDC, Electric Daisy Carnival. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Hey, what's up, Mark? We have the EDC that's here. We have Life is Beautiful. And during Life is Beautiful, yeah, I got a 650% ride. That ride went, it was a 15-mile ride. And I think I ended up making almost $140 just off the ride itself. It was a huge fucking ride, you know, so. No, I don't have my 1,000 subscribers yet, Mark. I got Dual Beacon of Lightning hooked me up with the app so I could do some live streams. So I know they'll let me on here, man. You know that. But make sure don't watch my live streams out in public, because you might get in trouble. Popo's called on you for all the curse language. I work casino skiing Uber at Apex 7 nights, 5 weeks. Made my 500 YouTuber points. Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about that point system. Better log in my other Uber account, right? Yeah, I don't know about the point system. A lot of that shit's corny to me. Man, in my opinion, man, just make the rates decent, and we don't need all this bullshit points this, points that, and when it comes to, a lot of people, I want to see where I'm going, man, just deal with it, man, suck it up. Take the ride. I don't know how full-time doer. I'm so beat after. That's my whole deal. No boss. That's why I didn't do it. I did it full time, like I said, but I kept it at a straight 40 hours. And I always call myself the laziest person, the laziest driver in rideshare, because there was days I wouldn't even do it. I would even do maybe 4 hours. And I would just quit because, like you said, you get burnt out. It will burn you out and all that crazy stuff as well. So, so there was days where you would just, cut it early, but then you had that option to where you could make up that extra, the next day if you were feeling good. You could work a few extra hours and make up for what you missed the day before. So, a lot of my driving just depended on how I felt for the day. Like I said, I had my goal. But at the same time, I didn't limit myself. Well, if I don't make my 150 for that day, I'm going to be fucking sad or upset about it. I just went and did my thing. And if I made it, I made it. If I didn't, I may work an extra couple hours the next day. But yeah, I never went above 40 hours. I think I did it, like I said, one time it was 60 hours. And that was the New Year's week, because New Year's is popping here in Vegas. You guys see it on TV, so you know what it's like. The longest week of my life was the day I drove for Uber. No shit, right? And it can be, man. It could be that, I had those days driving where it was like, it's like, I don't know if they had some kind of special beacon on your car that they gave you every shit rider in the book. Like there was days you would have like gods were shining on you, and you got all the best customers, good tippers, and then there was days where like somebody just threw fucking shit tons of manure in your car, and that's all you got all day long. So yeah, I can feel that longest week of driving type shit, because there's been those weeks for sure where you would think your car was filled with manure for the whole week, because that's all you got for customers sometimes, so. Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't have my sticker yet for my head. I'll have to send you my address so you can send me my sticker. So we'll put a big Mark Uber hint sticker right there. But yeah, we have special rules here too. We have to have business licenses and all that stuff too, so. No, because you know I'm not a young chicken, man. My eyes are getting there. You know, you have to kind of look and read at them. That's for sure. And luckily, I only have 8 people in here because I don't see how you guys do it with like 35, 40 people in the room. You'd be like, blam, blam. You got to be speed reading that shit because there's no fucking way, man. The 8, I'm like having to check it out and shit. I might have to get one of those big like magnifiers for old people that you get at fucking like Walgreens or something and put it on this half so I could like blow up the comments so I don't have to fucking keep, you know, doing that shit. Like give myself fucking whiplash here in a minute. Yeah, I'll send you my address and then we get the sticker. But yeah, that's what it's like. You can end up giving yourself fucking whiplash because you keep trying to. Oh shit, dark up in this motherfucker. Whoop! The lights go out here at the parking garage. Kind of feels like yesterday's live stream. Ooh, but we'll do this. Oh shit, can't turn that on. Here, let me turn. There we go. Get some light up in this bitch. Now it looks like the gods are shining down on me. But yeah, so it's kind of crazy. Like fat fingers. That's supposed to say hint. I mean, yeah, I'll send you my address. That's for sure. Oh, there you did it. There it is, the beacon of lightning. There you go. That's the shit. Yeah, Andrea and them did it. Yeah, David got me the other day because I said something to that fucking dink, fucking Gary. Yeah, because I said the S word. He timed me out. Threw me in timeout. Aguards are working good now, getting all 5-star passes. You know, a lot of times, you know, I swear they have that shit set to where if your rating sucked balls, you would get the shitty customers, to be honest with you. Because there was times when my rating, you know, I never was like, my rating was like be a 5, like I had the lowest my rating went was like a 4.6. Yeah, and it seems like if you get those lower ratings, you get shitty customers. It's like they have it set up like that because they want to stick two doo-doo people together. That's what it seemed like to me. But once I got up to where I was nonstop 5 stars, like I was getting my weekly feedbacks and I would have, you know, 80 rides with 79 5 stars, 1 4-star. It would seem like I was always getting good 5-star customers. And that was, yeah, they put me in the corner. But that was fine because that Gary guy, yeah, he deserved, yeah, that dude's a fucking dink, man. And he was irritated, you know, and I missed your live stream before when he was in there talking shit too. And, you know, it just, you guys know how I am about people like that want to, you know, just sit there and troll and say stupid stuff and shit like that. I don't like that shit at all. That shit pisses me off. It's like Mark was saying, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch. You don't need to be there watching if you don't fucking like it. It's that simple. You know, nobody wants to hear, you know, you gargling on the professor's nuts all night long. Nobody wants to hear that, you know. Take that shit over to his channel. Blow him over there. You don't need to be blowing him in other people's rooms. That shit was irritating as fuck. Yeah, well, you know, lifting that, they do that stuff, you know, where they kind of, if you have like a 4.95, they show you as a 5-star. So they do that like kind of roundup type shit. Yeah, he was a big ass. He was a big ass, Mark. And I'm sure he'll be popping up in your live streams more and more. Because all he does is get in your live stream. Then he runs over to the professor and he starts fucking, oh, mark this, mark that, mark this. So, yeah, he's a little telltale bitch is what he is. I reviewed the federal government position on 85. Federal, yeah, exactly. But you know what? California don't listen to federal anything. So the California's going to do what California does, and it's just like the whole gun laws. It's your right to carry a motherfucking gun, but in California you can't do anything. So they don't follow what the government says. So, and like I said, there's no reason for anybody to be tripping on that AB5 shit right now. You just don't know. You know, so there's no reason to trip. It's like this whole, it's like, I'm going to take trip as an example. I hate saying that word, trip. You really don't know until you see. You know, they may come out and be the biggest scam in the world. They may come out and be the next best rideshare service. You don't know. You kind of just got to let shit roll. You can make your assumptions on the shit you see leading up to it, but for the most part, it's like, let it roll, let shit go, and stop, you know, having fucking shit fits over the dumb shit that you know nothing about. It's like, if you don't know nothing about it, don't say anything about it. You know, that's what it boils down to. You know, unless you have some kind of inside, knowledge that nobody else knows about it, then just, say your opinion. And like I said, I allow all opinions. I'm not that guy that's gonna like shoot down anybody's opinion. Everybody has that opinion. Hell, Nestle, what's up, man? Yeah, they don't. They match the closest driver to the closest rider is full. They're full of shit. They don't do that fucking shit, bro. I've had customers that were fucking half butt naked sitting on my car, and they would give them a driver 5 minutes away. So they're full of shit when they say that stuff. Yeah, right? The crystal ball, Yeah, exactly. And, even if, I don't think Trip's going to go anywhere either, but I'll save my opinion till the day it happens. And then we can all say we told you so. And all those motherfuckers, jerking themselves off with it, they're going to look, you won't even see them anymore. They'll fall underneath they'll crawl under the bed or under the bridge like most trolls do. How you doing, Nelson? Good morning, man. To you too. Yeah. Well, confidence level on Trip is low. I think everybody's is, unless you drank the Kool-Aid. Then yeah, those are the people that bootleg monitoring, low community. Yeah, I don't think you can even put moderators on this app. So Beacon of Lightning is going to show me more about it later when we get a chance. He's going to tell me some stuff on if you can do that shit. But I really don't like the whole moderator thing because like I said, I allow everybody's opinion, and I don't want anybody dogging somebody unless it's somebody like that Gary guy. Yeah, I'd be like, everybody can kick him out of the room at that case. But so good luck. I was busy. Yeah, definitely Trip could definitely be a game changer for sure. But if you look at the way they're doing shit now, fuck, that shit's a joke. Oh, here, let's have a launch party and not even launch. That's real intelligent. That's like me saying I'm gonna fuck the shit out of this chick and then I bust my nut in my pants before I get to it. That's what Trip just did. It's like they came in their pants before they even touched a girl. So yeah. So. Hey, what's up, Uberman Tampa? Good evening, sir. How you doing? But yeah, that's all Trip did, in my opinion, was they just premature ejaculated. So yeah, but they could, if they do things right. There's always goat. Yeah. If you say so, boss life, I'll just leave it at that, bro. I'll just leave it at that. I don't even have no comment on that one. Because next thing you know, I'll be on Gary's shit list, and the professor will be saying all kinds of weird shit about me that he knows nothing about. Kind of like he did with Mark. Because Mark wasn't riding his coattails. Or he didn't bow down and kiss his ass. There you go. How long did it take you to come up with that? How long did it take you up with that, Mark? Yeah, right, no boss man? Definitely. That shit's, yeah, you know my theory on that shit. How long did it take you to come up with that, really? Yeah, I saw the thing about Gio's video, and and that's really what I just don't understand. It's like, it's just an opinion, man. Everybody has their right to their opinions. It's not like you were like, I'm 99.9% sure that this is the reason why he did it. No, unless you you saw my comment, unless you're like have some kind of fucking inside knowledge on how YouTube does things, it's all an opinion. It might not. I don't know. I don't work for fucking YouTube. You don't work for YouTube. Gio don't work for YouTube. So who the fuck knows why he's doing it or why he's getting it? He may be buying subs. The tags might work. Fuck, I don't know. And at the end of the day, just even if the kid's cheating, sooner or later, karma's a bitch. And it's gonna get him. Like I said, I don't hate on the kid. let him do his thing. I'm all about people doing their thing, as you guys know that. So let him do his thing. Sooner or later, it's going to bite him in his ass. And if he is cheating, you know, he'll get his shit done. He'll get his shit handed to him. So it's like, why even waste your time with his dumbass, you know, that dumbass shit with him? You know, it's, you know, and a lot of people get on my case because, oh, you stick up for him. I don't like liars. I don't like this. I don't like fucking liars either. And I don't like people that cheat other people. But at the same time, I'm not I'm not moral police. I'm not, you know, when you die, you ain't coming in standing in front of me for judgment. So do your fucking, let him do his shit. It'll catch up to him. And, you know, I just don't, you know, believe in that shit. Like, just let people do their own thing and it'll get you. Well, thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. I tried to, my high school diploma actually did something good. I tried to show that, you know, it was a good thing. So, you know, and so, yeah, and it's just, nobody needs to be all up in other people's shit, you know, and that's the thing I really haven't figured out yet either, why other YouTubers do that stuff as well. Is, you know, somebody will come out with a video and, yeah, right? Nobody has a crystal ball, that's for damn sure. If I did, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in right now. Trust me. You know, and you know, you're absolutely right, Nelson. The professor heart is in the right place. And I was talking with Payman today because he took me to breakfast, and he was talking about, you know, and he said a comment about YouTube poisoning people's minds, and I thought to myself, that is definitely a person situation. It will poison individuals' minds if they allow it to poison. But from what I've seen lately on YouTube, it's not the actual people in the rooms, like you guys, for example, that are being poisoned. It's the fucking YouTubers themselves that are being poisoned, because it seems like the minute they get these larger numbers of subscribers, they start getting this fucking God complex, and like the professor, like, nothing against him. Do your thing. Like I said, do your thing. But it's turned him in to where he's like this fucking mad scientist now, where if nobody agrees with him, this and that, and you ain't bowing down and licking his boots, you're no good to him. And that's bullshit. So in my eyes, it's not necessarily poisoning you guys, it's poisoning fucking the actual YouTubers themselves, because they're at that point now where they think only their opinion matters, nobody else's, and that's wrong. And hey, what's up, Christine? All right, have a good one, Mark. Appreciate you showing up, bro. That's totally cool. I appreciate it. You have a great night. Sleep well. Definitely, thanks you for showing up. Appreciate it. And I'll send you that address so I can get those stickers. Yeah, exactly, Nelson. And that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. And that was the whole deal with the Uber Tampa thing today. And if you read my comment in there, like I said, it's, if Uberman Tampa wants to say that he thinks the fucking sky is purple, then he can say the sky is purple. You don't need another YouTube coming in here and saying, no, the fucking sky is blue. You don't need that. You know, Uberman Tampa, you yourself, Nelson, can say whatever you want. You don't have to have another guy come in and make a specific video about you saying you're fucking wrong. That doesn't make sense to me. It's like, you know, okay, Uberman Tampa has his reasons for what he thinks. I have my reasons. Gio has his reasons. And my personal reason, I don't even give a fuck what the kid does. Let him do his thing. Like I said, it'll catch up to him. But that's what everybody's tripping about. That's why I don't understand. Like I said, that's been like me doing a video saying that, you know, I worked in a strip club. I used to, I had to be physically where I, physically hurt people for a living. And then people will make a video, well, you look like you're overweight. I don't think you could physically hurt people for a living. That's the kind of shit that irritates me. That's the kind of shit that irritates me because, I know what I've done. For all we know, Uberman Tampa does work for YouTube, so he knows exactly what those algorithms do. We don't know. That's what I'm saying. We don't know what other people have done in their lives to dictate and say that they don't know shit. Like, you know, so there's no reason to make those kind of videos about another YouTuber just because you don't agree with their opinion, you know, and tell them that they're wrong. And there's no reason for that. So I don't. Oh, all right, Donnie, man, get that money. Have a good night, man. Make that money. I'll probably still be on here for a little bit if you come back. Why are you not doing the late night news, Crybaby? Oh, that's why you're not. No, that's why, you know, that's why I told you when I was starting this live stream, I'm not going to come on here with that bullshit. I'm not going to come on here with the AB5. I'm not going to come on here with the trip. I want to come on here and do the lives where we can all just, you know, bullshit chat, have a good time. There's no agenda here. I'm not, like I said, there's no agenda here. So you're not going to come on my live streams with, oh, breaking news. I just split my pants and I just split the ass out of my pants and I think it's Uber's fault. No, that's just not going to happen here, man. I'm not going to do that shit. I just want people to come, you know, have a forum where they can come, talk, have fun, and not have to worry about, oh, fuck, man. He's talking about AB5. Fuck, he's talking about Trip. I've seen like 25,000 fucking videos of that. You know, no, that shit's not going to happen here at the lives, man. I just want to have fun with everybody. You know, so that's what I want. Who's got a problem with you? You know what, Uberman Tampa? So what if they have a problem with you, man? The way I look at it, man, you definitely can hold your own. How are Sundays in your market? You know, Sundays, the only days I saw issues here were Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Sundays is actually a real good market because you can get a lot of airport runs because people are leaving and stuff like that. So Sundays is actually a really good market. And being a 24/7 town, a lot of people work on Sundays. So you're a really good market. And yeah, Uberman Tampa, fuck, man. You definitely can hold your own. I've seen you talk to people. We talk on almost a daily basis. And I don't need to stick up for you. But the way I made my comment, it's not that I'm trying to stick up for you because I don't think you need to be stuck up for. But at the same time, I want to know why people feel the need to talk about another person's opinion just because his opinion is different than yours. There's no reason to ever make a video about that. That's dumb. Hey, Nick, that's dumb to me. I don't see the point. That's like if I make a video, like I said, of like your dumpling video I watched, which is awesome, man. That food was looking good. Now, am I going to make a video tomorrow saying Uberman Tampa's dumplings look like shit because I think my dumplings taste better? That's the same shit that's happening. That's the same shit that's happening. You know, and that's fucking ridiculous. It's not best to address problems people have on other YouTube channels on somebody else's channel. Well, I know, Christine, you get a bad rap. I've talked to a few of these people, and I don't know what the deal is. I've heard some issues of certain things being said or this or that, and you've never showed any disrespect to me or on my channel, or showed disrespect to anybody on my channel. But I've talked to those people, and hopefully we can see you back on some of these people's live streams that you may have been kicked off of, because like I said, I've never seen anything disrespectful, and I will stick up for all my subscribers. Because if anybody you're going to be disrespectful to me, I mean, if you're going to be disrespectful to anybody, fuck, I would be one of the first ones because of my mouth. I would be one of the first ones because of my mouth. That if you're going to disrespect somebody, it would be me. And because I allow you to do it too. I'll allow you to say whatever you want about me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But so I haven't seen it, and I've seen you in other people's live chats. It seems to me you've always been respectful. So I don't know what happened in that situation, but maybe we'll get it all cleared up and we'll get you back on here, some of these other channels, and have a good time. You know, because everybody, you know, even if you, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to dog you and say anything bad, but maybe if you did say something that, you know, rubbed them the wrong way, you know, shit, people make mistakes. People say stuff. You know, people get passionate about shit, say things in the heat of the moment. It doesn't mean you're a fucking bad person and that we should just kick you off the fucking channel right away. That's not fair to you. You know, I say bad shit. People ban me just because of my icon. They don't even wait for me to say anything. They'll ban me out of their room. So, you know, and there's never really reason. Come on, unless you're really being a fucking asshole to somebody, there's no reason to fucking kick them off your channel, man. You know, if you're being really super disrespectful, yeah, boot them off your channel. That's fine. But if somebody's in the heat of a passion and you guys are having like that fucking discussion, and you're having a good discussion about something, and somebody gets a little over passionate and something slips out, you know, and don't take it personal. Not everything should be taken personal. If it's thrown at you as something personal, take it personal. But unless it's personal, yeah, you know. But everybody gets passionate about something, and they may fuck up. That's how it is. You know, nobody's fucking perfect. You know, I'm sure I've said something to somebody that has rubbed them the wrong way, and you know, it's like the whole Peterson issue with me. So I didn't say anything bad, but I was gay bashing and all, you know, calling people being a racist. So, and I didn't even say a fucking word about that shit. So, you know how that goes. So, but that's why I've always promised never to ban anybody from my channel, because like I said, you all have opinions, and I'm not thin-skinned. So, you know, we can agree to disagree. That's what makes us fucking human. You know, I'm not a robot. You're not a robot. We're fucking people. We all have that, you know, thing that's called a fucking brain. You know, and that's what people seem to forget, that, you know, everybody has a brain. They can think for themselves. So, and you know, I don't need the professor to tell me I got to go to this to support drivers. I don't need this fucking guy telling me I need to do this to, you know, I have to drive 8,000 miles a day to make money. I don't need that type of shit. I can think for myself. All you guys know how to think for yourself. And you all have 3 channels. See, y'all are the motherfuckers that be like swinging around fucking people's shit up sometimes. But like you guys got me kind of in the beginning with some of that shit. Like I didn't know who you were and shit like that. But yeah, but that's the thing. People just, man, just do your own thing. That's my whole thing, man. Just do your own thing, man. Or what I say or in the live stream earlier, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? You know, that type of scenario, you know. What the hell, Kyle Myers? What was that? Oh shit! No, cancel. Well, I've subscribed to you, Christine. So that's one. Yeah, the Beacon of Lightning has only 1 channel. You only need 1, bro. You only need 1. You the man. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, Kyle Myers. What's up? How you doing? Thanks for showing up. Yeah, I know. It's like if you don't do exactly what they've done, you're some kind of shitty person, and that's fucking retarded. Like, what the fuck? Like, well, let's say I was a millionaire, for example. Let's say I was a millionaire. I threw them $1 million for their cause. You're gonna tell me I ain't worth dick because I didn't show up in person? And like I said, we already know about the professor. You know, he makes money off of drivers. So while he's sitting on his asset protest, the people that are renting his cars and shit like that, they have to keep their app on. So they're not going to be able to just take that time off. So, you know, they got to make the money for their families. But he makes that money from them. So he doesn't have to, so he can go to all those things where some of us can't because we're out here working. Bro, you about East and preach on? What does that mean, bro? I'm a beast. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I'm that one guy, Myers, that I just don't. I have that mindset where everybody has the right to say and do as they please. That's how you live and learn. You know, How many times do you got to put your fucking hand on the stove and burn yourself before you realize that shit's hot? I won't do that no more. That's how you live. That's how you learn. You got to fuck up to learn. Yeah, I can't rely on Uberman Tampa to tell me this and assume that he's right. If I go out there and I fuck up, then I can say, hey, Uberman Tampa, you were right. That's how you live and learn. You fuck up and you deal with it. You learn from your mistakes. You don't learn by listening and following others' coattails. It's not how you learn. Yeah, you are catching me up. I'm quick. So, you know, so for when anybody sits there and calls somebody out and to say that you don't know or you this or that, like I said, you never know where somebody's come from. You don't know my past. I've put my past out there. I still have things in my past I don't tell people, and because some people might not understand my past and where I came from, and you know, my mindset that I have. So, you know, my mindset comes from things I've learned in the past, to where, you know, I've judged people, and I've made those judgments, and you know, I've turned out to be wrong. And so that's how you live and learn. So I'm never going to judge somebody because of what they say, or I don't think I'm above everybody else because I have 9,000 subscribers. I have 30,000 subscribers. I don't think I'm above everybody fucking else. And that's like Payman was saying earlier about the poisoning minds. It's not the people in the rooms whose minds are being poisoned. It's the fucking YouTubers. They starting to get that God complex. And, you know, when I first came on these YouTube channels, before I made mine, because I was on here, 2 years prior to even making this channel, I watched everybody's channel. And you could actually go on everybody's channel and get some real good information on what you needed to do, how to make the money. You could find that information out now. Fuck, anytime you look up rideshare right now, this guy's bashing this guy, that guy's bashing this guy, that guy's bashing that guy. Okay, maybe go wash your car, there's a tip. But I'm gonna bash this guy in the meantime. That shit's getting fucking old, man. They need to get back on track, get off that God complex, get back to what you're doing best. Get back to what your whole motive was when you first started your channel, which was to help the drivers. That's what you need to fucking get back to. Get back to your core principles of helping the drivers. Not worrying about what Uberman Tampa video says, not worried about what No Crybabies video says, not worried about what the professor says. Just get back to doing your core thing, which is to help the drivers. That's why you started your channel in the first place. That's the way it should be right now. You shouldn't change. Like Alex, I did a video about Alex. That's why from day one, I've been 100% like the real guy. I'm not gonna change, you know, from 1 subscriber to 3,000 subscribers to 30,000 subscribers. You're still gonna get the same Roy. I'm not gonna change for anybody. But that's the problem. It's not the people's minds being poisoned. It's the YouTubers that are being poisoned. They need to get back to their core values, which is help customers. Because even if I was a new driver and I come on these channels to look, man, I don't want to see people bashing other drivers. You can't sit there. That's like calling the kettle black. How are you going to say you're for me, but yet you're bashing another one right in front of me? That's like me beating up a driver and then turning to the next driver and say, okay, I think you should do this, this, and this. Hold on a minute. Let me go beat this driver up first. Come on, that's the kind of shit you're dealing with right now with this shit, to be honest with you. All right, Uberman Tampa, get some sleep, man. Have a good one. So that's what it looks like right now. You know, here, subscribe to my channel because I'm going to give you all the best tips. But hold on a second. Psh, 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 and you're slapping the shit out of another driver. That's ignorant, dude. Come on, let's use some fucking brains on that one. I'm just an occasional passenger, only drive people crazy. Yeah, you know, that was my whole thing driving here in Vegas too, man. I was all about the fun. That's why I didn't have rules. The only rule, don't hurt me, don't hurt the car. So, you know, I figure it's about fun. That's what it's about. This job was always fun to me. You know, I always engaged my customers as much as I could. I had fun with my customers. We joked. And the way I talk to you guys is the same way I talk to my customers. I didn't change the way. I didn't like all of a sudden put on the fucking chauffeur's hat when I got customers in the car. I'm the same guy now, the way I talk, as the same guy that you would get when I picked you up. So, you know, that's what I always looked at it as a fun job. It wasn't all about money to me. It was about having fun. Because if you can't have fun doing your job, you can make all the money in the world doing a job, but if you're fucking miserable doing it, why are you doing it? It's not worth it. I'd rather make enough money to pay my bills, feed myself every day, and have a great fucking time at work than to make $1 million and be fucking miserable every day at work. That's how I believe. So, all right, Uberman Tapper, you have a great night, bro. Like I said, get some rest, man. Talk to you later. You know, so that's my theory. It's like, you know, it was about fun to me. It wasn't about, you know, all that crazy shit. So, like some of this shit. And you know what? And when we talk about driver safety, we'll get into that a little bit. We'll talk about driver safety. And a lot of the videos you see where customers are slapping the shit out of their drivers, they're slapping the shit out of the drivers because the drivers are the ones acting like idiots. They're acting like, oh, so, you know, because everybody does that. Oh, it's your car. You make the rules. Yes, it is your car. You make the rules. True, but you got to make rules that work for the both of you. You remember, they are your customer. You know, you can't make rules that only affect you. That's fucking retarded, in my opinion. You can't only make rules that suit you and not your customers. So, you know, a lot of those videos where you see these guys getting the shit beat out of them, it's because their own demeanor, the way they acted, and the way they handled the situation. Not saying anybody should ever be beat up for the way they act or their situation, but you got to take that shit into consideration when you're dealing with strangers, that you never know what's going to set one off. And but that's my whole thing about the safety stuff when that comes to that. The majority of pastors in my market are not very social. Many of them have the guards up, and it's a little better. Yeah, you know, I feel you on that one. I like to joke around with them a lot. Maybe there's some way you could get them to open up. Maybe there's some, you know, play the rideshare Jeopardy game with them or something. Maybe that'll help line them up. Because I had a lot of customers because of my physical appearance, and I would have a lot of customers that wouldn't talk to me. You know, we'd be halfway through a ride, and all of a sudden they would say something to me, and next thing you know, the next 12 minutes of the ride was one of the greatest conversations in the world. But they were scared to say anything to me because of the way I looked, and that goes back to judging people by their cover. So that's, you know, and I think a lot of it right now is all this fear mongering in the media with some of these YouTube drivers about, oh, they need to do this, they need to do that, they need to do it. Now you got a lot of the passengers that are scared shitless to get in your car as well, because they think, oh, every driver is going to fucking rape me, or every driver is going to stab me in my neck. So that, I think that has a lot to do with people's reflection right now too, on the way they get into your car, because everybody's losing their shit over stuff like that. You know, so yeah, and that's right, real life experience, definitely. You know, you keep it real, and that's what it's about, being yourself. Don't change for other people. I don't care how many subscribers you get, I don't care how many. Be yourself. Just be yourself. There's no need to try to impress 30,000 other people on YouTube. There's no reason to impress them. You know, so to me, you know, like I said, what I appreciate the 133 I have now. I will appreciate 30,000 the same. I'm not gonna, and I'm never gonna forget my first people that are on my channel. I would never do that. So fuck. But some of these, they just lose their shit to where is if you don't agree 100% that you're no good, and that's not right. That's their mind being poisoned, not the people's mind. Well, I'm up to 136 now. Well, shit, man, we're booming now. Shit. Maybe I have 1,000 before my next live feed. Who knows? But yeah, it's life experience, and I've had a lot of life experience. So, you know, and that's another thing. Being that I worked in a strip club for over 6 years, You know, I dealt with a lot of drunks. I dealt with a lot of, you know, females, and it definitely helped me with this job. I ain't gonna fucking lie. You know, I could actually drive up. I could actually drive up and I could see a person and determine that type of a person. You could do that with that job, that working at the strip club. I could see you being drunk from a fucking mile away. I know, okay, this is going to be an ignorant drunk, or you get that when you have those kind of, that experience. So it definitely helped me being in that strip club environment, dealing with drunks every day, dealing with, you know, female dancers every day, learning people's, you know, mindset, knowing how far I could push something before it had to get physical, and learning to be able to just talk to anybody, you know, just being able to learn to talk to people. You know, it's always better to be able to talk somebody down before you have to beat their ass. And I'm proud that the fact that I can talk you down before I have to beat you up. I'm very proud of that fact. And that's how it worked in my car too. You know, you figure I did what, 12,500 rides, and I kicked out. I only kicked out 18 people total. So that goes to show you. And in a town like Vegas, anybody that's ever been to Vegas, you know how rowdy, how crazy, how, you know, these people are. Or you see some of these other drivers that they've had a whole whopping 1,000 rides and it's kicked out down near 100 fucking people already out of their car. So, you know, it's just being able to fucking act like a mature adult. Like that black couple I was telling you about with the fried chicken and stuff. You know, would any other normal driver say that to a customer? Probably not. But you know, I just the way I am, you know, and so that's how I roll. And so, you know, oh hell yeah, you deal with stripper. Fuck anybody that's ever dealt with a stripper on a regular basis. Fuck, rideshare is goddamn dream job compared to dealing with fucking 18, 19, 20-year-old naked girls. Fucking hey, dude. I'd rather deal with fucking 4 drunk, crazy fucking passengers before I deal with one fucking stuck-up 18-year-old naked girl, to be honest with you. So, man, I thought I had my one son, and then I got the job at the strip club. It's like, damn, I just inherited fucking 12 little daughters and shit because of the way they fucking act. You had to treat them like little kids, you know, so I thought, damn, I already have a grown-up son. Why do I got another fucking 12 new kids here to deal with every night? But yeah, so trust me, if you've ever worked in a strip club and had to deal with strippers, you would be like, I would drive rideshare in a heartbeat. And that's no joke. That's no joke, I'll be honest with you. Not saying anything wrong with girls. You know, strippers, you know, they do their thing. They ride that dick for $1. That's their choice. But yeah, they do act. And you can almost lately compare some of these YouTubers to a stripper. You know, the more and more they seem to get, their fucking head gets, like I said, I'm surprised some of these guys can even fit through a doorway with their head as big as it is. It's like fucking balloon heads. I don't fucking see how they even get through a door with the way as big as they think their heads are right now. You know, what's that one fucking that one evil villain guy off of the fucking that one evil villain guy with the big ass fucking head. That's what, or Mars Attacks. There you go. Those big headed ass aliens. I don't see how some of these guys can get through a fucking door, you know, with the way they think about themselves. And there's nothing wrong. I can understand you think the world of yourself, but at the same time, you know, you gotta, you know, do realize there's others around you. So. Right, the drama here. It's like I'm telling you, man. Fucking, and that's why I say it. That's why I don't ever want to be that guy. I don't ever want to be that guy. If somebody calls me out on their channel, feel free. I know I did have my video with Paula and Peterson, but that was only because they personally attacked me as a person. It wasn't that they attacked me on the level of what I said, what, you know, my mindsets or my opinions. They attacked me on a personal level. That's why I did that video. I don't care if any other YouTuber can say anything about me as far as, oh, I don't believe in his opinion, this or that. That's fine. You know, you be that person. You know, if you think you're that much of yourself, and you think you know that much, fine, you can say that. Don't ever attack me on a personal level, though. And that's why I did that video and did what I did with that video, is because you attacked me on a personal level. I'm not that, I don't like being attacked on a personal level. I treat everybody with respect, and I've never went on anybody's channel to be disrespectful. And Beacon was the one that was in that room that day. I think it was Beacon, and that Peterson thing, Beacon and fucking Journey with Jordan, where fucking Paula I think it told YouTube specifically, don't listen to anything I have to say. I'm a disgusting person. And that's what pissed me off, because you're telling other people that not to listen to anything I say, not because I'm fucking retarded or I'm stupid, but because you think I'm a disgusting person, even though you've never met me, you know nothing about me. You just have this mindset is, oh, because I say fuck maybe 5 times in a minute, that I'm this disgusting person. That's what set me off that day, because you attack me on a personal level. You know, you can attack, you just don't attack me on a personal level. We're cool. You can deny my opinions. You can think your opinion's better. That's fine, but don't attack me on a personal level. That's not cool. And I know Beacon's had shit happen. Christine has had shit happen to her. So yeah, we've all had it. Everybody's jumped in and had their 2 cents to want to attack you. And that's big. At the end of the day, that makes you the fucking sad person, not the person you're attacking. It makes you sad. If you really think that of people, if Paula really thinks I'm that disgusting of a person, you know what? She's the one with the problem, not me. So that she's the one that has issues, not me. Because you know, you can't say something like that. You know, you can't tell other people to make a personal opinion on somebody because you think I'm disgusting. You know, and that's what pissed me off, because Journey with Jordan, Beacon of Lightning, Christine, Nelson, all you guys have been 100% behind me from day one. You know, when you subscribed, you guys have always been there. You guys, and to sit there and tell people that have subscribed to me that, you know, I've tried to help, I try to give my information to and have fun with, to sit there and tell them you shouldn't listen to this guy because I think he's disgusting. Fuck that, and fuck you. I don't roll that way. You know, because I take everybody that walks in this room, all 136 subscribers, I treat with respect. I appreciate everything you guys everything you guys do, I respect. And that's just how I am. And you're disrespecting Beacon, you're disrespecting Nelson, Christine, when you tell them, hey, this guy's nothing but a piece of shit, you shouldn't listen to him. That your disrespect, that's not only does it disrespect me, but disrespects you. It tells you guys that you don't have any way of telling somebody's character. So that's just as disrespectful to you as it is me. And I won't allow that. I won't allow that. So, yeah, so what have you been up to tonight, Christine? Just out here chilling or what? Well, that's another thing. I don't know why some of the drama even gets to some of these people. I don't know. Looking into sugar daddies. Yeah, I'm totally opposite. I charge by the inch, so unless you're well paid, I don't. So have you lived that place? You have lived that life. I've lived that. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. You know, that's why I say everybody has their life experience. You never know, you know, who somebody is. You never know what they're capable of. And you know, it's like, you know, with the background checks and the this and that. You know, I did 12,500 rides in 3 years with my background. I never hurt one of my customers. Never did it cross my mind to hurt a customer ever. But yet, you know, you got the GOAT, that wants to fucking give background checks to customers. You got Trip wanting to do background checks on customers. You know, come on. You know, you can't judge people like that. And you know, that's like, can you just judge me and think, oh, well, because you have the background, you shouldn't be able to drive? Well, you know what? I met probably 20,000 drivers that I hope that appreciated me as a driver, even though I had no perfect background. You know, never once did I ever think about hurting a customer. But because I have a background, that makes me this automatic bad person, you know? God damn, man. People that rough on your car? Holy shit, bro. Yeah, I drive when I did mine, I have my car that I have now. It's a 2013 Nissan. And I'll be honest with you, bro, that shit has held up like a champ. I did have to change the transmission, and that did cost me $4,000. But man, this car was, you know, you figure 12,000 rides later, man, this car is still in very good shape. You know, the inside held up, seats, you know, the door handles, everything worked well on this car. You know, I could never complain about this car other than the transmission shit. The only thing, yeah, the one thing that pissed me off a lot was slamming my doors. I can't fucking stand that, bro. That is the biggest thing that pisses me off, is don't slam my doors. I actually at one time had stickers on my fucking windows that said, do not slam my doors. Like I said, some of these passengers you gotta treat like 12-year-olds. But it's like, don't break my car. You know, I don't understand why they feel they need to slam the door. Yeah, I just went and had a friend that had a sticker. Hey Frank, what's up, man? I had a friend that had a sticker company. Yeah, I just had him make some stickers that say do not slam my doors, and it helped quite a bit, because people would look at them and be like, oh, don't slam the doors. You know, so yeah, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. My biggest pet peeves when driving is kind of funny. One is I can't stand a backseat driver. I'm like, if you wanted to drive, why the fuck did you call me? So that's one of my biggest pet peeves when I was driving, is backseat driver and people slamming the doors. Those are probably my two biggest. You can pretty much do everything, but the minute you fucking start telling me take a left, take a right, you know, especially when I'm looking right at a fucking GPS and you're staring right at the GPS, you're telling me to take a left and take a right. That's just dumb. And yeah, and the slamming it. And the minute you slam my door, I'd be like, what the fuck, you know? So, you know, and that might get you a bad rating in my book. I might give you a 1 star. You know, I would give, you know, that might get you that 1 star for slamming my door. Just depends on how my night was going at the time. But you know, but I only gave 5 in ones. I never did a 2, 3, a 4. No, you were even good enough to get the 5, or you were bad enough to get a 1. I never did that in between shit. So yeah, door slammers. Yeah, door slammers would a lot of times get the 1s. You know, but here, you know, I wouldn't say I gave everybody that slammed my door a 1 star, because here, once again, you are dealing with drunks. They are a little bit rowdy and having a good time. So, you know, sometimes you have to let the shit pass a little bit. But if I'm picking up a regular, average, normal person and they're slamming the shit out of my doors, yeah, you'd get a fucking 1 star. That's for damn straight. What would give me a reason to give a passenger a 1 star? 1 star passengers, like I said, would be, you know, the slamming the doors if you had no reason to slam my doors. One, if you made a personal, what would get you kicked out is if you made a personal assumption about me. Most of the time, I would kick you out. But like I said, I only kicked out 18,000 people. So how would it really be a bad situation? But to lower their rating on a customer, you know, it was, like I said, a lot of my decisions were made on how I was feeling that day. But for the most part, yeah, slamming the door. If you're a normal average day person, you slam the door for no apparent reason, or you got mad because, let's say I didn't want to stop at McDonald's for you, and then you slam my door, yeah, you would automatically get a 1 for that. But yeah, it just depends on how I was feeling that day. But backseat drivers, it depends on how bad you were. You got a 1-star as well. Because like I said, why are you calling me if you want to drive? Go buy a car, drive. I don't need to hear you in my, barking in my ear and shit like that. Racist people. A lot of times a racist person would get a 1 in my set. Because like I said, I am not racist at all. Like I told the story, I don't think you were in the room when I told the story about the 3 gay guys. I actually gave that guy a 1-star because of what he had said and stuff like that. But for the most part, yeah, you would really have to mess up. It had to be pretty egregious to get the 1-star. So, and like I said, it was just how I felt. There was some days where, fuck, dude, you were in such a great, happy mood that a person could take a dump on your hood and you'd still give them a 5-star just because you were in a fucking awesome mood and you were your life was going good and you didn't care if the dude on your hood, you'd still give them a 5-star. And then there was other days where, the customer could have threw you a $50 bill, kissed you on your cheek and said you were the greatest ever, and you still give them a 1-star just because you were in a fucking bad mood. That's how it was, to be honest with you. You ready for 4 hours from wake me up on fire? Big, no text, no call. Well, see, if I was to like show you some of my screenshots, bro, I never gave a 5-star or that based on if I always judge. I would cancel instantly on most people. I would wait my 5 minutes. I would never wait. I always gave them their 5 minutes because I never rated them bad for making me wait. As long as they got there before the 5 minutes, I never wait. But if you looked at my thing, I was not the guy that waited past 5 minutes. Unless it was a very good ride, I would never wait past 5 minutes. So if you look at like my daily kickback sheet, you would see $50 worth of cancellation fees, $60 worth of cancellation fees, because I did not wait that 5 minutes. I don't believe in that. So I wouldn't even let them get to my, if they were walking to my car and that timer ran out, I actually would drive off on them and collect my $5. So I never gave them the opportunity to rate me or rate them on that. I would just give my $5 and say fuck it and go. So yeah, I don't, because I know everybody has, as long as they made it within their 5 minutes, it could be 4:59 and they jump in the car, we're cool. Because that gives you that little bit of extra 5 minutes worth of time. That gives you a chance to get out of your car, stretch a little bit. So I didn't really trip on that too much. The N-word. Yeah, you get that people that say the N-word all the time. That's like the new hot thing, is calling anybody the N-word. And that I didn't even care about that shit. I listened to music in a car that said that with customers in it, so I never had to. See, Christine, drivers like that, they don't need to be driving. In my opinion, if you can't keep those type of things to yourself, you shouldn't be driving. But see, that same driver that you're talking about right there, he had that mindset, well, it's my car, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't care what my customers think. Yeah, that guy shouldn't be a driver, because there are certain subjects that you should not bring up in your fucking car when you have customers, period. And don't ever put somebody down. You don't know, like I said, what Donnie was saying, I was saying earlier, you don't know somebody's life. So when you want to sit there and put somebody down as on assistance, you don't know what that person's been through. Shit, the lady in the back seat, you're talking about, I hate fucking welfare people, I hate this and that. She might have just lost her mom or dad, or got kicked out of her house, or got beat up by her fucking husband, and she's having to live on assistance at a fucking halfway house because her husband beat the shit out of her. So who the fuck are you to talk to people like that? Keep that shit to yourself, in my opinion. So that type of guy shouldn't even be a driver. You don't talk to people. You don't know everybody's situation. I ain't gonna lie, I've been on fucking welfare. So what the fuck? There was a time where I had to go get fucking food stamps because I didn't have a job. So you're gonna tell me that you don't like the fact that I had to get fucking food stamps? You don't know anything about it. You don't know everybody's situations. Fuck. So yeah, drivers like that, I don't believe should drive. You know, you should never bring those kinds of subjects. Let's see, religion, politics, talk of sexual nature, but yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right, no boss. You know, you're exactly boss. I had people. You know, once again, we're fucking Vegas. You know, people always talking about sex and this and that, and you know, you'd be like, don't ask me that. You know, shit like that. You know, I don't talk. Or you get the people. Well, did you vote for Trump? Did you vote for Hillary? I don't discuss that. It's none of your business. Whether I vote for Trump, does that mean when you go home tonight, you're going to fucking have nightmares or something about the Lyft driver that voted for Trump? It's none of your business. Just mind your own, you know, that you shouldn't even need to talk about that shit. A passenger told me, yeah, and that's the shit that what Beacon's talking about. Really? You would have your kid with you? Come on. That's ignorant shit, man. How the fuck are you gonna have your kid with your Ubering? Like the job ain't fucking dangerous enough. You're gonna put your baby at risk? Yeah, that's another driver that shouldn't, you know, and that's, you know, that's why I think when Lyft got rid of the mentoring program, they made a huge mistake. But because they were growing so fast, and you know they're fucking cheap asses, they got rid of the mentoring program. Should have never got rid of that program. A lot of these shitball drivers that you have nowadays, they could have been weeded out from, you know, fairly good drivers through the mentoring program. So that's why I think Lyft made a huge fucking mistake. They should have definitely kept that mentoring program. But because they were growing so fucking fast and cheap, they didn't want to keep it. But they made that mistake on that. They should have kept that for sure. You know. Because I heard stories from customers, motherfuckers have their car seats in the back seat, fucking garbage all over the floor. I heard so many stories about drivers that just, their cars were fucking filthy. And I had one chick, she told, no shit, bro, she went to get into the Lyft driver's car, and the dude had plastic on the seats because somebody had thrown up, and instead of cleaning it, he just threw plastic over it and continued to drive customers. No shit. She actually told me that shit. And I told her, I hope you fucking called Lyft and to get him deactivated. Because I'm not going to lie, guys. Let's see, a passenger last week, she had a driver. Yeah. Well, you know, they do allow the car driving, you know, support animal shit. They do allow that. So, you know, I can't say nothing about that. They allow it. So, but what was I saying? Oh, the puke in the car. No shit. The dude fucking just threw plastic over it and left the puke on the seats and drove other customers. And like I said, I am about the driver community, and I will do what I can to help drivers, but at the same time, I would have no problem getting rid of a shitty driver. I would have no problem doing that. Yeah, dude, plastic over the puke so he could pick up other customers. No shit. But I'm also that guy that I would have no problem turning in a bad driver, because you know, once in a while I did do something corny, but for the most part I followed the rules to a T. No picking up fucking minors, you know, no 8 people in a 4-person car. But I would see that all the time here in Vegas, and those are the drivers that make it hard for the rest of us. And so if I always tell other drivers, you know, even the few drivers I mentored when I was here, if you ever see a Lyft driver do something stupid and you have a camera, send it to Lyft. I say, because, you know, you see them letting in 6 people in that 4-passenger car, that could be the next 6 people you get called to pick up. And then you're fighting it with them because the last driver you saw do it, and now they think you're going to do it. So I don't, you know, always if you see a Lyft driver doing something horrific, totally breaking terms of service, or something that's going to put a driver's life in risk, definitely rat them out. I don't have a problem with you ratting somebody else, because in the long run, it's going to save you a lot of fucking headaches. I don't know how many headaches could have been avoided if people here weren't picking up kids with no car seats. You know, shit like that, man. Fuck, that is one of the biggest fucking headaches in the world to deal with here. And why? It's because, you know, because the drivers will do it. Because, and then again, it does fall on Lyft too, because, you know, the cutting the rates. People are going to do whatever they can to get that money. Me, I wasn't worth the risk. I don't want a baby flying through my windshield dying because I wanted $5 extra for the night. I'd go home $5 extra less because I didn't want to see a kid eat a windshield, flying through my car windshield. Fuck that. And that goes back to the morals of the people. The morals of the people driving, if they're going to allow stupid shit like that. That just goes to show you what kind of people they are. If they're allowing little babies with no car seats, what kind of person, you have to ask yourself, what kind of person are you? And should that person really be driving? So if you see it, turn them in, because that could be your baby, or that could be your fucking friend's baby, or, fuck that, man. I wouldn't want to be driving with a guy that's willing to let a little 2-year-old kid fly through a windshield. Fuck that. I wouldn't want that kind of guy driving me around. That's some crazy shit. But a lot of drivers don't think about that. They think, they're never going to be that guy that gets involved in an accident. They think like that, and that's the wrong mindset. That's why I've said that from day one, this is a dangerous job. Not only do you have to worry about getting stabbed in your neck, shot, raped, this and that, you got to figure you're driving in a fucking car 8 to 12 hours a day. That is, more people are killed every day driving their car than being stabbed or shot in the fucking neck. So yeah, that is, people really need to understand those things. And they have this mindset because, it hasn't happened to me yet, I must be good attitude. And man, that's a bad attitude I see a lot of drivers have nowadays. And it's all, what is it all centered around? Money. Everything's fucking money. And it's like, really, if you can't make enough money doing it, seriously, just move along. Find something or learn to live within your means. So you don't have to take those risks of killing people, killing yourself to make sure my wife has the best looking purse, or I have a fucking fat bank account. Come on, a lot of these drivers have fucked up mentalities. Yeah, everybody, this job period is dangerous. And that's what a lot of people, they don't understand. They're all about the shits and giggles. And nobody is, everybody thinks it's, it boiled down to society nowadays. Everybody believes in rainbows and unicorns. It's not the rainbow and unicorns, it's what you got to worry about that's sitting behind the rainbow and unicorns. The fucking devil with the pitchfork, he's going to be the one that fucks you sooner or later. And because you're too focused on the rainbows and the unicorns, he's the one that's sneaking up behind you and is going to stab you in your fucking ass. And too many drivers don't think like that. They think, it's all rainbows and unicorns. And so that's why you get these people like yelling and screaming, they need to do this, they need to do that. No, you as a person need to use your fucking common sense and do it for yourself. Quit expecting everybody to, I don't expect somebody to come up behind me after I take a dump and wipe my ass for me. I don't believe in that. I don't expect that. So why should I expect Uber and Lyft to fucking put 45 different buttons on the app because I'm scared to do my job? If you're scared, find a job that you're not scared to do. And realize danger is danger, So, well, fuck, look at convenience store clerks are killed more than Uber and Lyft drivers. What are we going to do? I go in to get my fucking soda at 7-Eleven and got to do a background check? Really? Are you fucking serious? Think about it. That's the kind of thing that they're talking about doing. And like, I watched No Boss Slice video. He's perfectly right. Nobody wants you all up in their personal business. If I've been to prison or jail, and I have been to jail, if I've been in there, I don't want everybody knowing it. If I did my time, if I fucked up and did my time, and I'm out here doing my life and getting my life together, why do I fucking want to know what Uber fucking, or my Uber driver knows that I fucked up in the past? It's none of his business. And like, people are very private about that stuff. Like, I've came out and I've told you guys about, my background and the stuff, and shit. I put that out there personally. I chose to do that. A lot of people won't choose to do that because we live in such a judgmental fucking judgmental fucking place nowadays that, you You can't be honest with people because they're going to judge you. And people don't like being judged. And like he said in his video, they want to keep their privacy. And so that shit's never going to happen. So to sit there and make videos and get 30,000 other people, they need to do background. That's just fucking retarded. It's retarded. And yeah, the car seat, technically here in Vegas, you don't have to have a car seat. Technically, you do not. You're not required to have a car seat because you are considered, you kind of fall under that exemption of what a cab is. So you don't have, because taxis don't have to have car seats. We kind of fall under that exemption that, yeah, you're not needing a car seat. That's the law here. But be a fucking moral person. If they don't got a car seat, then don't give them a ride. Plain and simple. That's just fucking being a moral, normal, being a compassionate human being. Like I said, I don't want to see my fucking baby eat my windshield. That's just, you know. But yeah, we have drivers that do it all day. We actually had a thing on the news here about that. You know, the news was called up Uber and Lyft drivers, and they would show up, and yeah, they would let their little babies in with no car seats, no nothing. And it was fucking crazy because the first excuse would be the driver was like, I'm sorry, you know, I just need the money. It all boils down to money. It's like people rather have money than fucking morals. They both start with M. You know, I guess they both start with M. Maybe that's the thing. But more people are worried about money than they are fucking morals anymore, man. It's like, I'll stab this motherfucker in the back for a $5 bill, or I'll let him bleed on the street because I'll pick the $5 up next to his dead body before I would help call an ambulance, man. That's fucking society nowadays. It's fucked up. Who else is in the room? I see Beacon still. You're a home healthcare aide once? Nice. See, and that's what makes you a great driver, I'm sure. That's what makes you a great driver, because you've had a career helping people. And a lot of times when you look at Lyft and Uber, you're helping people. Like, it does. It makes you feel proud as an Uber and Lyft driver to know, hey, I just saved this guy from maybe killing himself or killing a family because he's too drunk. And so, hey, guess what? I'll be willing to deal with, you know, him maybe passing out in my back seat, or, you know, talking a little extra loud because, you know what, I don't want him killing a family, you know, or killing himself. So, but see, I have a different, you know, my morals are a little bit different, I guess. I'm not about the money. I was never about the money doing the job. So, and I had a lot of customers ask me that. Well, why do you do the job? Because the money's so good? I'm like, no, I could care less about the money. I care about the people. I said, and I tell them, I care about you, because guess what? If you weren't here calling me, you'd be in your car right now possibly killing yourself or killing somebody else. That's more important to me, because number one, remember, we're spending 8 to 10 hours in our fucking car every day. That person might be the one that kills us. But she was smart enough to call Uber or Lyft, you know? So I'd rather be out here doing a service helping those people versus them being the ones smashing into me and killing me, you know, when I'm on my way home. I could make $400 a day, or the $400 a day, but because one person who, let's say, didn't have a perfect background check and wasn't allowed on a platform is driving drunk and kills me on my way home with my $400 day. You know, that's the fucking dumbass mentality of this background check bullshit. So, you know what, that shit, you know, so, and like No Boss said in his video, everybody deserves a second chance. You know, if you've done right, if you fucking did your time and you're living life on that straight and narrow path like you're supposed to, you deserve that second chance. And you shouldn't be denied something just because you made a mistake. You know, if you continually make the mistake, you know, you shouldn't even be let out of jail in the first place. But, you know, everybody deserves a second chance. You as an Uber driver, you as a Lyft driver should not be the one that determines who deserves a second chance and who doesn't. So that's my opinion on that. And I don't say that just because I have a background. I don't say that at all. You know, I don't say that at all. I really honestly do believe that kind of stuff. You know, like I said, you know, yeah, I have a past. And anybody that, okay, let's say you looked at my background check, and you would say, oh, shit, you probably would make a bad Lyft driver. But I did over 12,500 rides, probably, you know, with groups and shit, 20,000 customers. Never hurt one person. So you just looking at a piece of paper that's telling you I'm a bad person, but when it comes down to reality, I'm a very good person, and I prove that. So, and I'm not ashamed to tell anybody why I got deactivated. I'm not ashamed of it at all. I'm not ashamed. I feel I did the right thing. So. Sure they should. You know, everybody deserves it, man. And you know, there's things in people's backgrounds that, you know, like I said, Uber, why would, you know, you got Uber and Lyft, you know, people getting parking tickets, deactivating them for parking tickets. But yet they probably got those parking tickets picking up fucking Uber and Lyft customers. But yet you're being deactivated for it. That's stupid shit. How are you going to look at something like that and say, oh, fuck, he's a bad driver because he got 3 parking tickets? Come on. That's dumb shit. You're dictating somebody's life based on what you read to a piece of paper. You know, like me, for example. You looked at the piece of paper and said, oh, well, we can't have him as a driver because this and that. You didn't take into the fact that I was a 5-star rated driver. I had over 12,500 rides. Nobody was ever hurt. But yet you looked at the paper and said, this guy's a key piece of shit. Let's deactivate him. You know, that's a retarded mindset. You know, that's retarded mindset. Hey, what's up, Donnie? You're back. Yeah, I'm still on this, man. We're almost another 2 hours. Almost another 2 hours, man. We're doing it. But I'm so fucking bored, man. And like I said, I don't want to do any deliveries tonight. I'm just burnt out on it because, you know, I've been working so hard to, you know, and shit, you know, trying to just survive. And it's been killing me. So I'm just thinking I'm just going to take the rest of the night off and deal with the consequences tomorrow, really, bro. Plus, I got to help my landlord. He's gave me a little bit of, he's trying to help me out with my rent, and so I'm going to do some work for him tomorrow. You know, some stuff like that. Can't Lyft reinstate you. They won't reinstate me because the way our TNC works here is, yes, you are allowed misdemeanors on your record. You can drive, but my particular misdemeanor, which was damaging somebody's personal property, is the one misdemeanor. And I'm not fucking joking, guys. I could fucking fax you or email you the fucking thing. The one misdemeanor I got is the one that they do not allow drivers to drive with, which was damaging somebody's personal property. I don't understand why they chose that fucking misdemeanor to throw in to the exception, but that's the one that I got. So yeah, they won't the only way I could possibly be reactivated is if I went through and had my record sealed. That would be the only thing I would think that would work. But then again, maybe they wouldn't because I haven't been deactivated, and maybe they wouldn't then either. So, and by the time, if I ever do get the money or possibility of getting the money to seal my records, they may have new rules where I have to have a more expensive car. You know, you have to have the new 2018, you know, kind of like the shit they're doing in Florida, where you have to have a newer car. So I might not be able to do it then either. So, you know, but I do take my experiences, and that's one thing great being that I did, and that's the one thing I can, you know, take from doing that job is I got to meet so many cool ass people. I got to learn so many things I didn't fucking know. So that's one thing you can take from this job. And that's a lot of stuff. A lot of like YouTubers, they don't tell you about. They don't tell you about that shit, you know, because they're too busy with all this other dumb shit. Is just having the experience of getting to meet people from China, people from Russia, people from Australia, and just learning shit from them that I learned shit from people I didn't even fucking know that I didn't know. I could ask them. You could ask them. I didn't know certain things about fucking Europe, but when I got a fucking guy from England or I got a guy from France, I could fucking ask him and be like, hey, you know, it's like I picked up this one guy and I'm no fucking joking. He, you know, we all watch CSI and shit and all that crazy stuff. And he actually is one of the guys that flies around the country and does those kind of cases for prosecutions and stuff. So I got to ask him all kinds of shit about CSI stuff. And, oh, is it really like you see on TV? Is it real? We all know, like, a lot of the shit you don't see on TV. But, you know, some of the shit that we do on CD is true shit. Some is fake, some is true. So it was cool to, you know, and that's the type of shit you get to learn. I also learned that do all girls in Germany have fucking hairy armpits? No, you got to learn some of the funniest shit that you could actually ask people. You know, do girls in France have hairy armpits? Italy, do they have hairy? You got to learn some cool shit. It's funny stuff. And that's the kind of shit I liked, that I thought was fucking hella funny. How do I have to seal my record? Dude, it's like a 6-month process. I have to go down, I have to pay to have my fingerprints done. Then I have to send my fingerprints to the Department of Public Safety that we have out here. They have to go through, pull my scope, you know, the shit they run through like the computer. They have to pull that. That takes up to 45 days. Then I have to take it to an attorney, and I have to take it to the attorney. The attorney has to write up the petition for each particular case that I have that I want sealed. And then what happens then is she writes a petition. She has to send it to the district attorney. The district attorney has to look it over. If he agrees that it's something that girls for hairy armpits, if he agrees it's something that he's willing to allow to be sealed, then he'll pass it along to the judge. Then the judge will look at it. If the judge looks at it and maybe she doesn't 100% agree, then I have to be with an attorney, go back to fucking court and have a hearing with the judge that sentenced me originally to plead my case of why I would need my thing sealed. And what does it cost, Christine? About $2,500 is what it would cost. So yeah, it's hella expensive. And it's still, even when you pay for the attorney, you pay for everything, it still takes almost a 6-month process. It takes a while to do. So yeah, it's really, and like I said, and then in that case too, you pay all that money, and let's say you go to court and you go in front of the judge and she's having that bad motherfucking day, guess what? You ain't getting it sealed. So you just paid all that money and it still doesn't even get sealed. So yeah, it's crazy, man. Oh, you know damn well them shady ass fucking executives got shit in their background, you know. But you know what also proves another point about the whole background check thing and how it's worthless? Let's look at that one customer from Taco Bell. He was that head executive from Taco Bell, and look what he did to that fucking Uber driver. He just beat him up. And so it shows you that, you know, even the rich high-end ass people can do stupid shit. You know, they had that one moment in life where they decided, I feel like being dumb, and they do some fucking dumb shit. And you know, so it doesn't matter what you're fucking, you know, you're whether you're fucking like me, hella poor. It doesn't matter if you have millions and millions of fucking dollars. That paper means dick, and people need to learn that. That people, you know, and all these people yelling and screaming, like I said before, false sense of securities. You're actually putting people more in danger by thinking that, okay, they had a background check, so I can trust them. You're putting them in more fucking danger, in my opinion. It's already dangerous enough. Now you just made it worse for them. Because now you've got people jumping in their car and they're thinking, well, he had to have a background check, so he must be okay. You're putting people at more risk, to be honest with you. Oh, they get on drugs. Man, I picked up some fucking crazy drug people, man. I picked up this one guy, man. This story was fucking hilarious, bro. It was too cool. I'll tell you the story. I went and picked him up, and it was like at a fucking pawn shop down on Nellis here. And I picked him up. I'm looking at the guy, and he's like looking all around, all crazy and shit, like crazy. So I'm like, I pull up. I'm like, "Are you so and so?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he had his picture, so I knew it was him. So that's why I asked. And he jumps in the car, and he's like, "Come on, man, we gotta go. I think somebody's out here trying to kill me. Some guy with a silver car has a gun, and he's trying to kill me." And I'm looking around this whole fucking time, right? And the only person driving the silver car is me. And so I'm like, what the fuck is this dude? He's tripping. But I knew he was high as fuck. So he's looking around. I'm looking around, and I'm like, all right, dude, no problem. And it was like a 5-minute drive to his apartment complex. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll get you there. Not a problem. We're safe. And the whole time, he's like looking around. He's looking for this person in a silver car that's trying to shoot him. So I'm like, fuck it, whatever. So we get almost to his house, and right across from his house is a 99-cent store. So he's like, dude, can we stop at the 99-cent store? I'm like, dude, I thought somebody was trying to kill you right now. I'm trying to get you home so you don't get shot. And I'm playing along with the dude. I'm like, fuck it, I might as well have some fun. I'm like, dude, somebody's trying to kill you right now, man. We need to get you home. And he's like, no, but I got to get dog food for my dogs. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right, man. Well, we'll go ahead and get you your dog food then. I said, before you get out of the car, let me get out of the car and check. So no shit, dudes. I actually got out of the car, looked around, and I told him, you're safe. Go get your dog food. The dude gets out of the car, and he fucking darts to the fucking door, right? I'm fucking dying, right, man? I'm laughing. So I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette in the meantime, waiting on him and shit. It sounds like something on fire and shit. And so I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette, waiting on him. And then I see him at the door, right? And he knocks on the door to get my attention. And he's looking at me. He's like kind of shaking his head like, is it safe to go? So I'm like, I hold my hand up like, no. And then I look around and shit. And I run over to the door and I open it for him. And so he comes running out. Now, when he comes running out, dude, I had already popped the trunk too. So when he comes running out, bro, the dude had this big ass 50-pound bag of dog food on his back, right? So he throws it in the trunk, jumps in the car, and off we go to his apartment complex. So I'm thinking to myself, this dude must have a big fucking huge ass dog. There's a big ass bag of dog chow. And so I'm pulling up to his apartment, right? And I kid you guys fucking not. Here comes this little chihuahua. No shit. He's about 4 pounds. He's about fucking little bitty chihuahua, right? So I'm like, dude, do me a favor. You know, when you get in and settle, I said, make sure you let one of the neighbors know that their little chihuahua is running out here. I don't want to see him get, because guys know I have 2 chihuahuas. I'm like, I don't want him to get ran over and shit. And the dude goes, he's like, no, dude, that's my dog. I'm like, are you fucking serious, bro? I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, dude, you got this big ass 50-pound bag dog. That's how fucked up this guy was. He bought a 50-pound bag of dog chow for a fucking 4-pound chihuahua. That's how fucked up this guy was. And I'm laughing, I'm fucking dying, right? I'm like, what the fuck ever, right? So no shit, 2 weeks later, same pawn shop, no shit. I get a call and I look at the picture. I'm like, dude, that's Crazy Drug Guy that I picked up a couple weeks ago. So I get there, right? And I pick him up. I'm like, hey, dude, what's up? Dude is perfectly sober this time. Perfectly sober. I said, are we going back to the apartment, where you live? He's like, yeah. I said, so I asked him, I said, so dude, tell me, let me in on the secret. What was the deal with buying that big ass bag of dog food for this fucking 4-pound chihuahua? And he's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I was on that made me pay this big ass dog food for that my little bitty dog. And I just fucking busted up laughing, dude. And he kind of started laughing. I was like, dude, I almost lost my shit. It was fucking a hilarious story. That was one of the funnier ones, man. The chihuahua, dude. If you guys saw this little thing come running up to the car, man, it was fucking hilarious. But he was like, yeah, that's my dog. I'm like, fuck, whatever, dude. It was fucking funny as fuck, man. And, and those are the kind of stories you just, that's a once in a lifetime experience, and that you get to run into with Uber and Lyft shit, man. But it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, little 4-pound chihuahua, man. Daughter's dog. Yeah, I have 2 little chihuahuas. They're little rescue dogs. They're little rescue dogs. I rescued a lady because they had health issues. My little boy one that I have, he has strokes. mini strokes, and medicine doesn't do anything for him. So yeah, so and the bigger female Chihuahua I have, she's deaf. I have to do everything with hand signals for her. And yes, Donnie, I have watched some of your video. I haven't watched a lot because I just like kind of saw everything, and I know you're kind of a newer guy to see stuff. So yeah, I've clicked on it. I think I've watched 1 or 2 so far. And so a lot of times I try to watch while I'm sitting here waiting other people's stuff and shit. So yeah, I'll definitely be watching a lot more of them. But yeah, the little Chihuahuas, the lady was like, I'm going to just take them to the pound. And I'm thinking to myself, well, no, the pound's going to fucking kill them because they don't like those type of dogs where they have to, give them special medication and, they have to deal with shit like that. So I went ahead and rescued them from the lady. And I think that was like 9 years ago. So I still have the 2 little guys, running around the house now. Have I seen the movie Driver X? No. Is there a specific video I should look for, Donnie? But no, I'm going to start looking at a lot more of your videos because, like I said, I like to stay up to date with all my subscribers' stuff. So, and because I think I look at it this way too. You guys have taken the time out of your day to come watch me, come watch my videos. You showed me that much respect. The same respect I could show you by going and watching your videos as well. I owe you that at least. So that's for sure. So I owe that to you guys, out of respect for what you've done with me, to at least go and subscribe your channel and watch your videos for sure. Yeah, Donnie, you need to download this app and do a live so we can all come on there and bust your balls. Yeah, I try to keep it real, man. Like I said, I don't want to be that fake motherfucker. I don't want to be that person. I've lived my life 100% real. I'm not ashamed of anything I've done. And I've told you guys, some of the shit I've done, not everything, but some. And I'm not ashamed of it, man. It's like I said before, you live and you learn. You gotta live to learn. And yeah, definitely, man. I'm gonna watch them and I'll critique your video. Shit, don't trust me, bro. Like I said, I call out anybody, even though you're one of my best subscribers. You come out here, I'll still call you out, bro. I have no problem. If I see something, I'd be like, "What the fuck, dude?" I'll say it. I'll say it. But yeah, I pride myself on keeping it real. And when I did that video about Alex, he reminded me about that. So that from when I started till now, I haven't changed, and I'm not gonna change. Like, yeah, I went from 1 subscriber, I'm up to 133, and it'll keep growing, or 136 now, and it'll keep growing. I'm still gonna be the same me. I don't believe in doing that to you guys. That's ridiculous. I don't care if I got a million subscribers. I'm still gonna curse. I'm still gonna do all that stuff. It's just my personality. It's like I don't know how to be another person. I don't live my life, with 2 different personalities. You either get all of one Roy, or you don't deserve any of one Roy. That's me. You're gonna get the real me and the only me, not fucking 2 or 3 different ones. And not because the wind blows this way, I'm gonna be this person. The wind blows back the other way, I'm gonna be that fucking person. That's why I said this YouTube shit is poisoning these fucking YouTubers' heads. Because they're letting that subscriber count, and people saying, you guys have said, oh, you're funny, you're this, you're that, we like your shit, I thank you for it, but it still doesn't keep me from saying what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna say what the fuck. If I need to say what the fuck, I'm gonna say it. So I'm not gonna be like the other guys that, oh, he sent me $2 here, let me make you my moderator because I gave you $2. No, that shit ain't gonna happen with me. Oh, you don't have any Android? Oh, you're an iPhone guy? Man, you need to upgrade to the Android, my man. Hey, Payman, what's up, man? Awesome this morning, bro. Awesome. Oh, man, you got to get away from those iPhones, brother. and you need the Androids. Androids do so much more than iPhones. How's your night? How's your night, Payment? Doing well? But yeah, so. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to ever change. You're off the strip now? Nice. Wanted to say thank you again for the Denny's this morning. That was awesome, bro. I really appreciate that. What you did this morning. That was awesome, bro. I appreciate it. It was neat meeting you in person too, having fun, laughing. It's quiet out here tonight, really? Yeah, I know you told me before I left, get to work, get busy, but I just was kind of burnt out tonight, bro. So I just came out on here to do this other live stream instead of doing deliveries. Just kind of wasn't in the mood for it, if you know what I mean. I know I shouldn't be like that. I should be hustling, but I just, a little tired. And yeah, right, Donnie. And that's the way it should be, bro. You should just be yourself, man. Just do your thing, be yourself. Makes you more authentic. It makes people, like you guys, you guys believe in what the things in that makes you an authentic person, man. You're bringing a real person, you're not bringing some bullshit, and I don't believe in being a bullshit to people. I don't live my life lying to other fucking people. That's not cool. So, yeah, that was fun, man. I know those people behind us were getting pissed off because we were laughing. They were getting pissed off at that one table behind us. Because we were laughing. They were getting mad, but fuck them. We were having a good time. But Payment will tell you, I'm a pretty big guy. Yeah, and that's what I like. Those are the kind of channels I'd love to subscribe to. Are the ones that are being honest, upfront, trustworthy. I trust a person. I don't care what you did in your background, how bad of a, if you come 100% with your shit, I don't care what you've done, as long as you're saying 100% real shit. That I would give you more respect than I would give anybody that comes with the fake bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You could have the perfect background. We'll take Rideshare Hub. Like I said, I don't like talking about shit about people, but Rideshare Hub, the kid that just does all this weird, crazy shit, lying about this or lying about that or whatever the case may be. Yeah, okay, you're doing your thing. I would rather take Donnie. If Donnie said I robbed 3 banks when I was younger, spent 12 years in prison, but I would trust him more before McLovin, whatever y'all call him. Being that he's Mr. Perfect, blah, blah, blah. I'd rather have Donnie because he's 100% versus somebody like that. That's how I am. 6'5", goddamn. The right flake up. Yeah, right. But I like people that keep it real and speak their mind the way they want to speak it. That's why I told you guys from day one, you don't be afraid to come on my channel and say what you really believe or what you think, or if you say go fuck myself, or I hate this fucking this, or I hate I'm not gonna dog you for it, because you're being 100% you, and like I say, we're all adults. You should be able to say what you want. I don't agree that this is unskilled job or unlicensed work. No, it's not unlicensed work. That's for damn sure here. Because you have to have 2 fucking business licenses here to do this shit. That's for damn sure. It did cost me $225 every year to drive for Lyft in here in Vegas. They make you pay for that shit. As far as being unskilled, no, because you can't really say it's unskilled work either, because it's up to you to get that skill. in my opinion. That's what a lot of the problem with this AB5 shit's going on right now too. People aren't skilled. They just want to sit on their ass and do nothing. But yeah, it's definitely a skill job, and you got to be skilled in how to talk to people. You got to be skilled on how to read people. You got to be skilled on how to drive a car. Really, having driving skills is very important, because I've seen some stupid motherfucking Lyft drivers. That's for goddamn sure the way they fucking drive. I don't know how they even got a driver's license, to be honest with you. So there's a lot of skill, I think, in this job for sure. You know, just being able to talk to a person is a skill in itself. You know, like I said, I told you guys right now, I'm a pretty shy guy in person for the most part, but with my customers, it gave me the opportunity to actually open up, and that's, you know, and it takes skill to be able to read the customer that you have in that back seat, to know, okay, am I comfortable enough to where it's going to talk about this, or, you know, there's a lot of skill in this job. That's for damn sure. You know, that's for sure. You know, it's for sure. And that's what a lot of people think too. And that's why you see a lot of people think, as far as like when you go on YouTube, or not YouTube, but like Facebook, and you see like posts from Lyft, or, you know, when they have Lyft and shit in the news, you see a lot of comments on Facebook, and, oh, what's so hard about driving a fucking car all day long, or why the fuck are they complaining, because all they do is drive a car. So a lot of people don't even understand really what's all involved in driving for fucking Uber and Lyft. They think it's just jump in my car, boom, 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 and we're done. It's not always that, you know. It's not always that fucking easy. There are skills to it. You know, it's a skill just being able, if anybody's ever driven on the Strip, Payman, myself, anybody else that lives here in Vegas, there is some serious skills involved in driving on the Strip here just in Vegas alone. So, fuck yeah, there's some skills that's definitely needed, you know. You know, in my opinion, less pay, more stress. Let me say, my personal opinion, don't worry about the pay. To be honest with you, don't worry about the pay. The pay will come. If you go out every day with that positive attitude, you go out there with a positive attitude, you do you, and the pay is going to come. Yeah, they're going to cut your rates, blah, 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 whatever it is. But yeah, if you're so, like, and it goes back to what I've said before. If you're so worried about, if you're stressing that you have to go out every day to make this much money, one, learn to live within your means, or two, go ahead and find a different job where you don't have to stress about it. And that's how I did it. When I drove, I didn't stress about shit. I wasn't worried about, oh, I gotta make the 150 I want to make every day. I gotta make it, or I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. No, like I said, if I didn't make it, I would just maybe make up a couple of hours the next day. Really. Nah, man, those fucking fake ass cars we have here, yeah, you know, those people don't want that. I don't know how many people I talk to that don't even want to attempt getting in a car that drives by itself. That's fucking retarded. They don't want to do it. But yeah, man, less pay, more stress. In my opinion, no, not really. Just you know, if it's more stress, then you just find a different way to make more money. Either if you have to take on another job, or just find a better job. My situation is, yes, it's a little bit fucking different. My stress when it comes to money right now is because I don't want to be homeless, lose my car, be homeless and shit like that. So I'm definitely stressed out right now about money. But if you have the ability to go out and you know, get a better job for yourself, or you know, you're still doing rideshare, just go out there, man, you know, and do your thing. The money will come. The money will come because your attitude will bring more money. You know, your positive attitude, having fun with your customers, you're going to get those tips. That's extra money that you wouldn't normally have. If you go out every day with some fucking shitty attitude that, oh, I got to fucking drive Uber and Lyft today, I fucking hate it, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, you're going to hate it, and you're not going to get the tips. You go out every day, you're positive. I look forward to doing this. Yeah, I'm like, Uber and Lyft, just count Uber and Lyft out of the situation. They suck. But if you go out every day positive and get, hey, how you doing? Have a good time in your car. You're going to get tips. That's extra money you wouldn't make, So there's a lot to it. Yeah, and if you look at my tips, I averaged, $125 a week in tips. So I did quite well in tips, to be honest with you. And I drove regular ass Lyft. I didn't drive nothing special. So, all right, Donnie, good luck, man. Be safe. Yeah, those self-driving cars are a fucking joke. They're a fucking joke. We get it. We have them out here, and they're a fucking joke. First of all, they're not even self-driving. They have two guys in the car, so you can't even take the right amount of customers when you order a Lyft in the first place. You're supposed to have 4 seats available for your customers, but yet you only got 3 when they have the automatic cars. Second of all, there's no way an automatic car here in Vegas can navigate the strip like a person can. It's fucking impossible. And I would not trust my life to a computer. Fuck that to the no. And that's what you talk to. If you talk to a lot of the customers, you ask them, would you put your life in the hands of an automatic car? The first thing they'll tell you is no. They don't want that. Plus, people like to talk. People like to enjoy the company. You got people out here that are lonely, that, take a Lyft. They want to be able to talk to someone. Me and Payman were talking about this earlier. You kind of sometimes become a psychologist, a father figure. You become that when you do this job, to be honest with you, because, somebody, you may pick up the 65-year-old lady going to her doctor appointment, and she hasn't talked to somebody for like the last 4 weeks. Do you think she'd want to be in an automatic car? Fuck no. She wants to see that driver because she wants to talk to somebody. All right, I'll definitely watch that. Yeah, I'll definitely watch that, Donnie. Yeah, driverless cars, man. Okay, Payman, be safe, man. Have a good run. Make that money, man. Yeah, Christine, exactly. Because, like I said, people, like I said, I've picked up females that just broke up their boyfriend that need somebody to talk to. I've picked up, like I said, old ladies going to the doctor appointment that haven't had any human contact for fucking 3-4 weeks. So yeah, they want to see that driver. They want to talk to that driver, and yeah. So yeah, the driver and I've talked to we have the CES here, and I ain't gonna lie, I've talked to those guys that work on those automatic cars, and they'll tell you straight up that shit's years and years away. We're not even in the Jetsons yet, so they say that shit's Well, and that's my thing too. You say driverless cars will hurt human interaction, for sure. But you also got to remember, not only are you a driver, but, let's say you're in an accident with somebody. Is that car going to fucking be able to save somebody's life? No. So, look at my situation. I had a fucking customer in the car. We damn near ran into a bunch of parked cars. I was able to avoid the accident by punching the guy's car and stopping it. Is the automatic car going to do that? No. It's going to smash into the fucking cars that the guy pushed into him and hurt the driver. Hurt the customer. So, yeah, that's bullshit, Or if, let's say, we're involved in a car accident, somebody smashes us. At least you have me. If I'm not hurt, I can help the customer. Something happens to the customer, I can help him. A fucking automatic car, a robot ain't going to pop out of the glove box and help stop somebody from bleeding in a car accident. Or, giving them CPR if you have to do that and you know how to do that. You ain't going to get that through no automatic fucking car. And so drivers are very important. Drivers are very important. Driverless cars, and it's never going to happen anyway, just because they don't even want to pay you guys as drivers. So what makes you think they want to buy a fucking, you figure they have 3 million drivers. Are they going to buy 3 million cars? Are they going to want to pay the maintenance for, let's say they buy 1 million cars? They want to pay the maintenance? Fuck no, man. That's, You know, the whole thing with the driverless cars is they play on, because of society, and this goes back to another society issue, is they prey on people's being fucking lazy. People nowadays are just fucking lazy. They don't want to do shit for themselves, so that's what they're playing on. And that's what it boils down to. They're just playing on people's laziness, because people think it'd be cool to not have to put their hands on a steering wheel, and they don't want to do shit for themselves. So that's what they prey on. They prey on people's laziness. Honestly, when I came out, it's in California now. Yeah, you know, like I say, you got, you know, drivers are super important. You know, they play a huge role, not just for making a company money, but they play a huge role in, you know, people, you know, just making somebody's day. You know, you never know that you might be the one that saves somebody from shooting up a fucking Walmart like we've seen lately. You might be that person that saves somebody, you know, from jumping off a fucking bridge. You never know who you're going to come across that, you know, an automatic car can do, you know, where you can do, you know. Yeah, so yeah, it's so a lot of people do take us for granted, and it's not just the companies that take you for granted. Sometimes, you know, the customers will take you for granted, and so you don't ever fucking take it personal. You know what I'm saying? As a driver, just don't take it personal. It's nothing against you. You know what kind of person you are. So love yourself first before you worry about anybody else loving you. So as long as you love yourself, who cares a fuck if somebody else loves you? Fuck them, you know. Because you are your own biggest fan. So, you know, and as long as you go to bed every night feeling great about yourself, loving yourself, you know, that's all that matters. When you wake up, look in the mirror, you love yourself, and that's all that matters, you know. So that's the way I look at things, you know what I'm saying? So I don't need anybody else to love me, you know, because the way I look or because I have this much money. You know, I love myself. I take care of myself. I love myself. When I look in myself in the morning, in the mirror every morning, I say, hey, I woke up, I'm in good health, you know, let's go. You know, let's do this, you know, because like you say, you never know what's going to happen from day to day. So, yep, exactly. Yep, you know, and that's why I'm not afraid to come on here. And Dan, we've been out here for almost 2.5 hours. These things go a long time. That's why I have no problem coming on here and talking with you guys and, you know, being the real me. And that's why I'm always going to be the real me, because you guys so far, and even if you did, you don't judge. And so far, I love that about you guys. You guys have stuck by my side, number one, you know, and yeah, we only have 7 people in the room, but we got 7 awesome people in the room right now. And so, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys a lot. And I know you probably don't hear that from a lot of YouTubers. They probably don't appreciate you as much as I appreciate you. And I'm not like trying to brag or anything fucking like that, but they just look at you as another subscriber, another notch on their belt, you know, for their money or their wallet. I don't look at things like that. So my goal was never to come on YouTube and make millions of dollars. Not gonna happen. Oh. And as you can see, I do my shout outs, and, you know, because you guys definitely have helped me out. Alex, Beacon, Payment, you know, I do my shout outs because you guys have helped me out. You guys, you know, if I needed help with something like with these apps, or, you know, if I had a question about something, you guys have been, you know, more than happy to jump in and say, yeah, here, boom, 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 you help me out. So how can I fucking like turn my back on you guys just because because I got 10,000 other subscribers? I would never turn my back on anybody. You know, you guys have definitely helped me out. And I appreciate it. And I'll continue to do the shout outs, you know, because like I said, you know, fuck. You guys have been there from day one. And you guys see that I never waver. I haven't wavered from what I said I was going to do. If you watch my first original video till now, same exact fucking person. And I'm always going to be that way. And I know, and I'm going to be honest with you. I look at some of these other live streams, and when I jump in there and I see you guys like, hey, no crybaby, hey Roy, hey Bubba, you can almost look, and you guys do it too. I'm going to give you a hint. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm trying to brag about anything, because that's not my personality. I don't care. I don't brag. Look at the faces of the people when, you know, somebody, you know, else gets the recognition in their room and not them 100%. Look at their faces when they read the comments and they see, oh, you're saying hi to him. Look at their faces. Gives it away every time. You know, they get that little look on their face like they're being ignored. I've seen it so many fucking times. If you know how to read people, you can see it in their fucking face. And I'm glad you guys appreciate me. You know, I appreciate that a lot. It means a lot to me. But yeah, next time you guys are in somebody's live, look at that. Especially if it's somebody you know they don't like, or you know that doesn't agree with them and shit. Like a lot of people know that I do not agree with what they say 100%. And like you guys say, I will call you out on it. And so when you see me jump into a lot of these live streams and you guys are like saying, hey Roy, just look at their face. Just take a look at their face. Or they'll totally ignore my comments. You know, I could say 8 comments and they won't say anything because they'll totally ignore it, because Beacon will be saying hi, or Christine will be saying hi, or they'll totally ignore what I ask them. You know, so you can definitely tell a lot of that shit, you know. And I don't ever want to turn into that guy, and I never will. You know, I don't want to be that guy, you know. So we're going to go ahead and kill this live stream. This bad boy's going on for 2.5 hours. I'm going to go grab something to drink, go home. Got to get ready to go help my landlord. I'm going to take some money off my rent. So I'm going to go do me some. Damn, Boss Live, I didn't know you were still in here, man. Awesome, bro. You have a great night too, bro. Definitely. You got every one of you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for sticking in there. Thanks for hanging out, having a good time. I hope you guys kind of like the format where I don't come in here. I'm not going to bring anything. I let everybody bring their own thing in here. You know, have a good time, bullshit. I hope you guys like that format, because that's the way I want to keep it. I don't want to be coming in here with no, like I said, breaking news type bullshit. I just want everybody to come in here, be yourselves, have a good fucking time. That's what I like. So you guys, oh damn, Frank's in here too. Damn, I didn't know you guys were still in here. All right, guys, love you guys. Like I said, be safe out there if you're driving. Make that money, and you guys have a great night. And I think it was Donnie. I needed to put my thing in for Donnie so he can have my address. So I'll do that when I get off. If Donnie's still hovering around in here, I'll do that for you too. Christine, like I said, email me. We'll talk a little bit more. You got my email, or you know my email, and we'll talk a little bit more about what I was talking about earlier. And everybody else, be safe. Thank you once again, Beacon. Have a good night, Boss Man, Frank, and talk to you guys later. Bye.